Did you hear that, Hackverse? Did you hear that, Shuli's Anonymous?
What are you paying him?
Who the fuck am I?
It was a barbecue restaurant.
I did it. Hit the like button, you fucking cowards. Send me the link.
You dumb fuck.
Oh, this is fantastic. I've never felt so alive.
100%.
Thank me. Thank you.
Thank you. By the stench of me.
What happened to your head?
We think alike.
Completely unprecipited. What's the word I'm looking for?
Hey, where's my money? Gifted membership machine.
Hello?
No.
Oh, am I allowed to say that? Or is that too creepy? Man, I'm an idiot. I have feelings. How are you, penis? I haven't seen you in a while. It ain't happening. I am having my victory lap. WATP. You know what? I miss penis. The Rock.
One more minute.
I don't lie. I don't like to lie. No God. No God. What a dick. Hook it in the ass.
We were laughing our asses off.
What?
Is John the stupidest guy in the world?
Thank you. Boom. You can't make that. I love a parade. Yes. 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 Is this guy a freaking moron or what? Yes.
We laughed our asses off.
Lady K has not been wrong. If he says he's got proof, he's got proof. You should actually look at yourself in the mirror and go, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing this? What's wrong with me? I'll be on the prowl. Be on the prowl. Let's watch the dudes pay you.
Fuck you, Mike Morse. Fuck off, you useless, untalented piece of shit.
Point DabblePoint. A Stuttering John Melendez roundtable discussion.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Point DabblePoint, a weekly roundtable discussion about all things Dabbleverse. Joining me, of course, you know all these humps. You got Anthony Zenhauser down here. You got as one of Jim Norton's close friends, Mike Morse.
Fuck you, Mike Morse. Fuck off. You're a useless, untalented piece of shit. And now I'm going to read the placard.
And of course, from WATP, who next week will be in Las Vegas for Hackamania. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Lady K.
What is happening? You can stream it too. Hackamania.com. You can purchase the stream of all the live podcasts we're doing this weekend.
Yes, Anthony.
I heard there would be sandwiches there for VIP members.
Is that true?
That's what I heard. So,
bitch. That's
I'm
what we
excited
heard
about
as well. We heard it's all catered VIP. There's food. That's a classy move right there. And Karmic will not be there. But yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a good time. You were saying a couple of the guests Nick Ricada, you said, is going to be there. And
yes.
Somebody that went to high school with Aaron.
Yeah, this guy Paul Shea went to high school with Aaron Imholt, and then he went on to become not only the program director at one of the two major radio companies in his market, but also the morning show host of the #1 rated morning show, the coveted job that Aaron still wants to get, and Paul will be there to share some tales with us.
So his arch nemesis, basically,
Yes.
and his arch nemesis, both Nick and Paul will be there.
wow.
Yes, this is the as Aaron calls it, the failing Hackamania event that we're doing. That's definitely going to fail and not succeed.
Listen, take it from a network that's been failing for 4 years now and counting. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun failing. We have a lot.
Put that back up. That's hilarious.
Play
really sums up their relationship right there.
Play the drop too, will you?
Just take the camera off.
Give me my fucking dignity, would you, buddy?
We will get into some Steel Toe and some Opie and some Kevin Brennan and even a little Joey C today.
No.
Yes. But first, let's start, where it all begins.
Mm-hmm.
The epicenter of the Dabbleverse, one Stuttering John Melendez. Let's recap. Chiller Con happened. He refused to be measured. We had that gentleman on. Chiller Con ends. Last we see, he's getting into a vehicle with Grillo and somebody else. A still shot of this. Next thing you know, he pops up on a podcast. Nick Greystone, I believe, is the gentleman. Mm-hmm. And what I loved about it, and I said it on Rico, is this is John with a blank canvas in front of him. This is a guy who doesn't know anything about John. He doesn't know the Dabbleverse shit. He doesn't know what a scumbag he is. Yeah. So John can paint himself any way he likes to this guy. There's no super chats. It's just John. This is the one-man show, what we saw. This was a taste of the one-man show. And it was accurate. It wasn't funny. It was funny for all the wrong reasons. And it was a trip down memory lane that every single person that watched it said they got enormous douche chills from this interview. Maybe one of his best, Karl.
Have you ever seen someone as a guest on a show just trying to impress the person interviewing him the entire time? That was his only goal, was to get Nick to be like, wow, man, you're so cool. Like, I know, man, I am. Also, someone pointed out in Dabbleverse Anonymous, I didn't even think of this. We went through John's entire book. I think I posted it on my Patreon as well if you want to listen to it. And he never talked about the pig's blood incident from the Battle of the Bands for some reason. This seems like a new story that he's come up with.
We played a video from Barnes and Noobs that was basically showing Alice Cooper doing everything John was describing.
that was always like, oh, he'd be like Alice Cooper does. And John's like, well, I didn't know that, but
that was maybe, other than being called a whack packer, my favorite part was when he said, oh, like Alice Cooper. And John does the look up and he goes, I didn't even know he did that.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? The gold star on the diploma was in the audio book, but not the pig's blood.
You're right. You're right. The gold star was there.
Right. So it was such an amazing interview and then of course that moment where he mistakenly called him a whack packer. And John again has the dabbles in comedy reaction and claims that this is just callbacks to what he said, and it doesn't bother him. But with none of them are funny. None of the callbacks are funny, and it's all just to remind this guy, I can't believe you said I was a whack packer. Which I thought was fucking phenomenal.
Well, especially because the guy obviously wasn't that familiar with the Howard Stern show, because he even said, he's like, yeah, I thought you were like part of the original crew, like Robin and Fred. That's what he was talking about when he said whackbacker. He didn't know
Right.
what it meant. John should be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I was. Whackbacker
Yeah.
is something we call these lunatics that call into the show. But yeah.
Well, and then there was the revelation that John just drank 8 beers, and we found out the distance between Chiller Con and where John had to go was how long of a drive? Hour and a half?
No, it wasn't even that. I don't think it was even an hour and a half. I'll do it again. But it was shockingly
8 beers in an hour and a half. I'm doing beer math here. He's
drunk.
Drunk.
Yeah. But, and, I think this booking was like John's way of saying thank you without having to give gas money.
Right.
And saying, hey, I'll do your podcast.
Or you don't think he paid him $1,000 for that interview? Like
You know
John
what?
said he would get $1,000 for any interviews.
First of all, now that you mentioned John getting a fee, I could totally see John not giving gas money, then saying, hey, for $50, I'll come and do your podcast. I could totally see him saying
We gotta get Nick on the show. Why isn't Nick on the show right now, Shuli? What are you doing?
Well, it's funny. It's funny that you say that because, through somebody in the chat that knows Nick, he reached out. Nick and I got in contact and we started talking.
We got in touch with his nutritionist and
talked him off the ledge.
I know his personal trainer and so we started talking and he's a very nice guy. And he's like, wow, I had to shut the comments off because like he doesn't know anything about the Dabbleverse. I think he's trying to be nice to John still, right? He's not picking a side. So I'm sure the comments were negative towards John more than towards him. And he strikes me as a guy who has a decent sense of humor about
He was
that
barely
joke.
even in the interview. It was really just John talking at him the whole time.
Well, I said to him, I go, you handled him perfectly. And he goes, I had no choice. He said, because he just sat down and it was.
How funny was it when John talks about how he bummed a ride from this guy after ChillerCon and then calls out Grillo for bumming a ride from that guy?
Yeah. Which we'll get into the whole Grillo burying Dad in a minute. But so we have this conversation and I let Nick know, hey, here's the days we can do this. Let me know which is good for you. And he's totally down. And then something happens. All of a sudden, a screenshot of my conversation in a text message between myself and Nick shows up on Twitter. Where Nick said to me, hey, man, I don't want to get involved with all this shit. I'm not looking to deal with any of this drama. I'm respectfully declining the invite. And I wrote him back. I said, I totally understand. It's not a problem. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for getting back to me. Very cordial. But then I see the screenshot on Twitter. So I know I didn't send a screenshot to anybody. So I text him and I'm like, hey, man, why are you sending people screenshots? And he's like, I didn't send anybody screenshots. So here's what I think happened. John hears that this guy's going to be on the show. John calls him up and throws a fit, right? To the point where Nick says, look, man, I never said I was going to do the show. Here, I'll show you a screenshot of me even before John called him saying, I'm not going to do the show. I don't want to get involved. John then takes that screenshot and sends it to his boyfriend, Dirty Deeds. And then Dirty Deeds posts it on Twitter. So that's obviously, look, again, I didn't take any screenshots of our conversation, and I certainly didn't send anybody any. So it had to come from him. Why he just didn't say, you know what, the guy called me up freaking out. I didn't know what to do. I just showed him, hey, I'm not even getting involved. Would have been fine. But to sit here and be like, I don't know how that happened.
That's not very metal of him.
No, I was like, that's a dick move, dude.
The fact that John is able to put people in his pocket blows my mind. Like, this guy owes John nothing. In fact, John owes him a ride, at least a ride, and maybe even some airtime, because that's what he gave him. And he took away his show to boot. So it's like, this guy should be like, fuck this guy. Yeah, I'm coming on your show. Bring 3 sandwiches.
Right. Or even if you don't want to get involved and pick a side, fine. Maybe you want, some traffic to your YouTube page to your band's music. To
do a little research on what you're getting yourself into.
Right, like the Dabble, it's not massive, but it's certainly can help a band looking to get attention. I mean, why not?
Well, answering your questions then is, and we've seen this time and time again, is he'll call you and annoy you if he likes you and thinks you're helping him. So if you're doing something he doesn't like, that's when it's just nonstop whining and bitching and moaning and threatening. And
in all the conversation I had with him, I didn't get the vibe once that this guy would like run to John and talk to him. He didn't strike me as that. He doesn't know the politics of this. I explained to him a little bit of the history of this shit, why it's going on. And, rightfully so. He's like, wow, that's a lot, and I think it scared him off. And I get that. I had no problem with that. But to leak out, text message, and it's like, and for the screenshot, it's not like I say something embarrassing or I curse him out. It doesn't put me on the spot. It doesn't make me look bad. So it makes sense to me that he would take that screenshot and show John him declining to go on,
right?
While John's flipping out.
It's like picking a guy up and dropping a guy off somewhere and realizing he's wanted in 3 states.
Yeah,
And after the fact, it's like this guy is.
But how is that? How is that a gotcha for you though, Shuli? You're just doing your due diligence. You'd be crazy not to reach out to this guy and get him on the show.
Well, the angle was we are now scrambling because Nick Greystone refused to come on the show and help us analyze this podcast. So at the last minute, we got this young buck, Anthony Cumia, to fill in Saturday night. And it worked out pretty well.
For a newcomer.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well.
Listen, you'll know that the Shuli Network's desperate when they get Kate Meany and Lucy Tightbox on a show.
By the way, we might have to do a second dating game now that you bring it up. Yeah, come on. If Opie isn't drinking, we know why Grimace has that wide ass smile, says Dan G. Thank you, Dan.
His mouth really is purple, though.
Yeah, it's bizarre. It's weird.
It's not wine. Is that the consensus?
So that's what people are saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's first thing in the morning. It'd be really weird to be drinking red wine at 5 a.m., but some people do it, I'm sure.
Hey, if I owned a house in the Hamptons, I'd be drinking red wine all day.
It's 5:00 a.m. somewhere.
Thank you, everybody, for being here, by the way. Welcome. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit notify, and get yourself a membership. We got some Blunder Years coming. We got a raid coming. Drooly Tunes coming back. All kinds of fun shit happening. You get access to the Discord and all this good stuff. Or at least turn on accept gifted memberships. Link is in the description. Dave Daffler, I do not consent to tipping Stiff Minister. Somebody found a Stiff Minister album, I believe. No, wait, I got to figure out which band this is, Karl. But they actually found like the
it's a Rock Slide, right?
Rock Slide.
No. I thought it was Stranger.
I thought it was Stranger too.
Stranger was his band in 11th grade.
Hold on, I'll tell
And then
you.
Stiff Minister was his band in 12th grade. And by the way, both had huge fan bases.
Well, according to the person that reached out to us, they went through the yearbooks for his years there, and there is mention of Stranger in one yearbook, but no mention of Stiff Minister, the Trapdoor, the Pig's Blood, none of that.
It is Rock Slide in wake of things to come. In the wake of things to come.
Well, you actually have the album?
Yeah, this guy got. Yeah, this guy's getting the album.
Sweet.
You want a list of the tracks?
Yes.
Breakaway, track 1. Track 2, In the Wake of Things. Track 3, I'll Keep Searching. Song about his wallet. Track 4, On My Way There. Track 5, Live It Up.
Track 7, I'll Pay You Tomorrow.
Track 6, 1 to 1. 1 to 1. Only You and Dreaming for Your Love. Sounds like Dreaming for Your It sounds like Dreaming for Your Love might be the sleeper hit of the album. But we will keep you posted.
You know, all this talk about these Battle of the Bands that nobody won for some reason, I realized I actually have video of my band in high school playing at the talent show in high school. And I think I might have to find that and track it down.
Yeah.
I want to put the challenge out there.
Did you have a trap door too?
No trap door, no pig's blood, none of that. No bikini girls, unfortunately.
No wonder you guys didn't win.
Right.
Like an idiot.
But that's why you pine for go-go dancers now for the isotopes.
That's right.
Because you didn't have the luxury of having them when you were.
You're
in
an
high
Uncle Rico. You're Uncle Rico, man. You're living in the past, dude.
Yep.
Is there a creep off today? If so, what is the topic?
Space Age Hamburger. I got to tell you, we did something really stupid on the creep off on Friday. We do bonus shows every Friday afternoon. And we've been watching this old TV show that Hulk Hogan was in from the 90s. And we ran out of episodes to watch. So we decided to watch the A-Team featuring Hulk Hogan. And Vinny did a thing where he flipped it, you know, the video of it and made it grainy and stuff. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
We got a week suspension on YouTube for that.
For the A-Team. That might be worse than Cardiff showing John's ass.
And we didn't even have, not a single person was watching. We didn't even send out the link or anything because we were concerned about that. And we still got struck and got a week suspension for it.
So you got Thunder in Paradise was fine.
Yeah, Thunder in Paradise they don't give a shit about, but the A-Team.
Nobody's claiming Thunder in Paradise.
It is up on our Rumble page, though. If you're a Patreon member, you get the link to the A-Team starring Hulk Hogan.
I was going to say you should just save it and put it on the Hackamania stream, the lost episode.
Oh, that's a good idea, too.
Yeah.
One less thing for me to do in Vegas.
Oh, my God. Hughesy's Heinous Goutfoot, formerly Dame Taft. Thank you.
It's turning purple on me.
Thank you, TSN, for all the great shows. Oh, hey, Frog.
Oh, hey, Froggy.
There he is. A gold star and a diploma is equivalent to a participation trophy. Nice shirt, dues, pay it. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Thanks, Mike P. Let's go. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of a gold star on a diploma,
Nope.
Carl?
Nope.
I never got one.
And if I got one, I wouldn't brag about it. I would never even bring it up. It's the craziest thing I've heard.
To brag about a gold star on anything,
right? In high school,
as a 60-year-old, forget about that. Like,
I mean,
especially your son's the valedictorian who goes to Harvard, and you're talking about a gold. Like at that point, you'd be like, "Yeah, I guess I didn't do that much in high school. I want to go."
Yeah, I mean, in kindergarten, you get a gold star. You're like, "Oh, good, I'm 5." Yeah,
right.
I'd rather get a gold star on my jacket in Poland in 1939.
Exactly.
Gold star.
It all goes back to what I've been saying all along. The theory is when you realize that John's still 6 years old, everything else makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And let's not forget, he got D's and C's.
Yeah.
So no administrator, anybody would give a gold star for that. I mean, that's.
Well, he also, remember, he decided he didn't want to be a doctor or a lawyer.
Right, right.
He's the one who made that decision.
No, I don't want to hear it. I ain't doing med school. Back off.
Go away, Harvard. Get out of here.
I missed the Jimmy hour last night. Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, retard. I mean, you don't have to take it out on the Lord, but it's available to watch. Enjoy. He was great. Jim was awesome last night. John sure showed you guys going away is working out great for him. Thank you, Chaka. She's a legend around these parts. Sorry I'm late. I was busting Opie's balls. Hey, Don.
Oh, hey, Beef Trippins.
Good use of your time, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's get into a little bit of well, before that, hold on. There is a couple other John things I wanted to bring up.
Me too.
Oh, go ahead. You have
let's talk about this comedy show.
Yes, the one that got canceled?
Yeah, so apparently it was canceled because of an industry commitment, according to Vinny Brand. But I don't know if you guys heard this. I talked about it on WATP. Vinny Paulino got a phone call from Stuttering John last week. A day or two before his gig, and he goes, hey, is this Vinny Brand? And Vinny goes, no, John, it's not. And he just hung up on him. So he doesn't even put last names in his phone for some reason.
How should I give away? You know what? I mean, how am I supposed to know? It's Vinny. I got time for last names.
So John definitely canceled like just a day or two ahead of the gig. But why? What does that mean? An industry commitment? What does that even mean?
Well, do we know he canceled or it was canceled?
I think he canceled because that's why, calling. No, he could have been calling Vinny Brand to find out why he got canceled.
Right.
Maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I assume he was the one trying to cancel the show.
maybe he made a commitment to the comedy industry to not book John at a club.
Yeah, but if he got canceled, I'm sure Vinny would have been the first person to call him and go, John, this gig's canceled, unless he just wanted John to find out on the website that his own show was canceled without him knowing. That would suck.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? It's interesting though. I mean, you don't hear a lot of people crowing about it.
I don't see anyone asking for refunds. Isn't that interesting?
No,
You would think that there would be like a lot of people on social media.
Oh, and
Right.
here's the thing that I forgot to mention when we were first talking about it. In the main room that night is John Bramnick, who is running for governor in New Jersey on the Republican
he's
ticket.
hilarious, Mike. He's hilarious.
Well, we need funny governors.
Yeah.
But he wants to run for governor. So it would be great had those two gotten together. It would have been a little, little.
That might have something to do with them taking away one
Yeah.
of those two things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, very interesting. Like you said, no uproar, no bad Yelp reviews. It's pretty quiet over
You've
there.
been promoting that gig for a while too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was excited about it. So what was the reason behind
Well, he
that?
just
What do you
tweeted
think
about it the day before.
Want to have a good time, laugh, take pictures, get stuff signed? Then come, motherfuckers, this Saturday.
Yeah.
That
So
was the day before it got canceled.
right. So Vinny canceled it.
Well, the industry committed last minute to something, and that canceled it, Mike. I mean, yeah, it got canceled.
I heard it was the tent industry that was actually upset about that.
It's a shame. It's a shame, But hey, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's plenty of tent gigs out there.
Well, he did book Off the Hook out in Naples,
Yeah.
which is a nice club
place.
out there.
It is.
Comedy outdoors actually was a real thing. It was 5 years ago during COVID, but
Right.
it was a real thing.
Yeah. Soul Joel had one of the best tents in the United States. Brian Regan, Colin Quinn, Dice, they all came and performed in shithole Pennsylvania.
I sat in the Comedy at the Carlson's parking lot in my car and watched Tammy Pescatelli.
Yeah.
Because we made Vinny open for him wearing a Stuttering John shirt as a consequence.
Oh, that's great.
Did you honk?
Yeah, you have to honk. No, you don't honk. You flash your lights, I think.
Oh my
That's what
god!
you do. Yeah.
Yeah, you honk when it's a Jew on stage. I did a couple parking lot shows. I'll tell you that. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Thank you, Joanne. Sorry,
Well, she looks like a nice lady.
maybe Opie has a medical condition. He doesn't look well. Well, I'll get to the Opie stuff. I wanted to mention that John had another tweet about the Dabbleverse related. He doesn't tweet a lot of Dabbleverse stuff. I finally have found out the identity of a certain individual. Stay tuned. Now,
Finally.
right.
Where's Clay Dabbler to tell him, John, stop it. You're getting had again. What are you doing?
I mean, here's the question everybody's asking in the Dabbleverse. Is it the potato or is it from the Wrinkles?
Wrinkle family?
Yes. Whom's
Well,
identity does
Listen,
he have?
I know that you guys hate Cardiff and vice versa right now, right? There's a big fight going on.
Go ahead.
That's what I thought. So since I'm on your network, I know Cardiff's identity. I could give it out right now. Unless Cardiff wants to make some more games for WATP. I haven't seen a lot of games coming through lately.
This is called leverage, ladies and gentlemen. Good. I like this. Okay. Yeah, no, I think it's Carl. I can't wait. Whoever it is, he's wrong. And I can't wait for him to spit it out. That'll be the fun part.
I have my Minnesota PI looking into it.
Yeah.
Mannigan.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you can't spell the word tranny with the letters in the name this time, idiots.
Hey, how's I supposed to know?
Yeah, and then here's an example of when he tweets non-Dabbleverse stuff. If you have that other tweet. In celebration of May the 4th, I will be having great sex tonight. Solo.
Look at who he tagged on that joke.
Ay, ay, ay.
What the fuck is he doing with that? Mark Hamill, I guess, makes sense. Why are all his liberal dumb buddies on there?
Hey, guys, I'm going to jerk off all over myself tonight.
John Fugelsang's very impressed.
Yeah, just what they want to see in their timeline. Oh, John.
And he was tweeting today.
Oh, most of the staff writers at The Tonight Show. It was so much fun to work alongside these talented people. You can even tell in the picture.
He didn't work with him. He worked alongside him going, I'll get that coffee for you.
Look at him leaning towards Leno in that photo. He has to be. Yeah, go ahead.
No, he has to be what?
He has to be in the front next to Jay and as close to Jay as possible. But look at the guy right next to Jay, behind him, over his shoulder, looking at John. Kind of looks like Vic DiPotato a little bit. Yeah.
He's so angry he's in the picture.
Yeah. He's a sidler. What were you going to say, Zen?
I was going to say that John came up with the idea that Jay Leno should wear all denim all the time. He was like, I see you wear a lot of denim pants. You ever consider wearing a denim shirt all the time, Jay?
You think after the announcer thing flopped, they made him a fashion consultant for a little bit?
Stylist.
Like his Ralph Cirilla. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about denim socks?
Right. Well, again, this is John trying to say, hey, guys, I really was a writer. Look, here's a picture.
Yeah, do any of those other writers post photos of that and talk about how great an experience it was?
Because they're still writers.
Right. They're busy working. They're writing. Yeah, they don't have time to post a picture.
And, of course, he has to bully himself up to the front, right next to Jay.
Well, short people go in the front, though, too.
That's true.
That is true.
I mean, wasn't it proof that he's not 5'7.5"? The fact that he refused to allow our buddy there, Jack, to measure him.
Yeah, of course.
Otherwise, wouldn't he just be like, "Yeah, I'm 5'7.5". Measure me."
Right.
Oh, and what's his thing? It's demeaning. So selling 8x10s of Jay Leno that you're not in, you fucking idiot, or you on the couch. Sorry, you as a guest with Jay Leno. That's not demeaning. Selling those. Fuck out of here. Stand up and get measured, piece of shit.
Yeah, but what does he care? Because he had like 3-inch risers in his sneakers.
Right.
So he's got those inches. He's covered it.
Are you dying over there, Karl? You okay today?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's a cold or allergies, but I'm not perfect today.
All right. Get your shit together for Hackmania.
Yeah. Let me know if you got to tap out. All right.
You want me to take over for you?
You want to take my spot?
Yeah.
There you go. Spot taken. Fidget fan, thank you for the buck, my friend. Appreciate that. Jeff, Shuli, thoughts on Dirty Deeds trashing you? Listen, I guess that's his gig now. I don't know. Yeah. I don't really think anything. I don't think anybody.
Fuck is Dirty Deeds?
Exactly.
What does that mean?
Exactly. Nobody cares about the guy, really. My stiff rabbi bit went way too far down on circumcision. Rob Dietrich official. Thank you.
Stiff rabbi.
My gold star didn't stick onto the gum of my nose. Thank you. Jimmy was great. Karl is the man. Who is the other guy? Go Bills. Who's the other guy? I think when people ask that, they mean Mike Morse. So that's Mike.
The guy, I think, is what they're looking to.
Kevi Dondada, Gov's Comedy Club pod has Primal Scream on their channel. They also have Coffee with the Dog and Mind Dog. And
oh, no shit. That's all part of that network?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I've covered, G.D. Fenderson is a character. Blind Mike covers him quite a bit. And the Mind Dog guy, he's a trip.
What is Mind Dog? What is it? What is
not much? What's Mind Dog with you?
My dog actually had Jackie on the show not too long ago. He's this guy who thinks he's a radio guy, but just does a stream every day to almost no one on YouTube. It's fun.
Love it. All right. I'm in. Sold. Elevator
Jackie
pitch.
Martley was on for like over an hour on a show. I'm like, what is this guy doing? He's wasting his time.
I was in a Kevin Brennan YouTube rabbit hole. There's gold there for a rectospective. Get it? Because he is like a rectum. Kisses, ladies. Thank you, Shroom Diff. I got a dinosaur sticker on my spelling homework in 5th grade. Suck it, John. I mean, that's right up there with a gold star, you know. Gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Jason, very much. Karl, will you sign my OJ jersey?
But he already had one.
Thank you, Mr. Beef Trippins. Shuli, me and the boys went to check out Nick's story, and after much prodding and a $25 gift certificate to McDonald's, he confessed you were correct. Thank you. Thank you. It's all yeah, it doesn't. I don't have a problem with Nick. I just thought it was a weird move, but I can understand when John puts pressure on you that maybe you think this guy actually is going to do something or has connections or can hurt you, but he can't. Hey Don, any gigs in the Point Pleasant, New Jersey area?
Oh, hey, Joanne.
Joanne.
Well, anyone in the Point Pleasant, New Jersey area this Sunday between 2:09 a.m. and 2:18 a.m. I'll be at Uncle Vinny's. Stop by for some comedy and a 50-year-old hot dog.
All right, where do you want to start? You want to do a little KB, a little Opie, little Steel Toe, little Joey C? You tell me.
Well, let's get Joey C out of the way.
All right, you got that, Frog?
Oh, do I ever?
Because I only see Joey C on Tookie's show.
All right, let's check it out.
It is playing.
Why ain't the slow man talking this morning?
Hello, Lou. How are you? I was just having a moment there. I think I hit my pants. I'm sorry, Lou.
Are we doing characters now?
I hope so. I haven't seen.
Maybe he
Joey
stopped
show,
doing characters. Yeah.
No, he had a stroke.
Maybe him.
Okay.
I had a bad moment. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Catalano TV, the morning show with Lou and special guest JPX. I had to learn that. Call names, JPX. Hello, everybody. How are you? I'm Slow Mo. Welcome.
It's pronounced Shlomo, but okay, Slow Mo.
Slow Mo.
Wait, is this Jim Norton's latest character? Oh, that's Joey C. Oh, okay.
He's so good. It's like you close your eyes. He's right there.
Today, buddy. My brother sent me in to investigate. I think we got someone messing with our channel, Lou.
You know, Joey C pretending to be a retard would be like me pretending to be a nerd. I'm in. Like, yeah. I'm hooked in. Let's go. Let's see what happens to Slow Mo.
Fucking Christ! Oh my fucking God!
God loves it.
Fuck?
Yeah. How could you not?
I don't know about you guys, but Jason Bardo is stealing the show. You know what I mean? I can't stop looking at this guy.
Jason very wisely leaving his camera off. In all of this.
He's gone. He's not even.
Just take the camera off.
He's off.
Lou, you do like my brother, right? We could get rid of him, you know.
Slow Mo, how are you today?
I'm doing okay, Lou. I remember that my.
So Lou is still Lou, but with a Sprockets accent. This is fascinating. All right.
Brother used to take me on all these other shows before, and I've been all over the world. But he gets mad at me when I shit my pants. He locks me away.
And go, Lou.
This is improv 101.
Lou's going. Stick to the script, Joey. Jesus Christ. I wrote a whole fucking thing for you.
Joey, this isn't what we talked about.
Yeah.
TMI, brother. TMI. TMI, Mo.
We had this today. All these wonderful people. I never thought my brother could build such a channel. Are there any idiots in the channel like me?
Yeah, there's plenty.
I like that. You know Professor Von Knopflich?
Karl, whether you get it or not, at least Joey's trying something different.
That's true. That's true. He's doing something.
Carl's so mad right now.
Yeah.
I can't figure this out.
Carl's like, I'm sick. I don't feel good. I have a chest cold, and I have to listen to Joey C.
Listen. It stops when it ends. All right, everybody,
Yeah.
grow up.
Take it easy, retard.
Listen, yeah, I don't know if you ever watched the first episode of Seinfeld. It wasn't great.
That's
you know,
true.
they
Not
just build
good.
the characters.
Not
wasn't
good.
good.
Yeah, let's give this a second. We could all be laughing our asses off by the end of this.
There's so many idiots.
Like
Look,
therapist.
I'll show you the king of all the idiots. He's right here.
What's
He's right
his
here.
name?
Look,
I want to meet
he's
this
the king. He's the king of all the idiots.
Brennan, how are you?
Mason in Portland, what are you doing, man? Value your time, sir.
Mason Portland.
I can't wait to see Adam Bush on Joey C's show.
No, no shit.
It's coming. You know it's coming.
To see you. Where is JBX? I've heard so much about.
Uh-oh.
And then we're going to get to this. We'll get the last 20 minutes.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, go to Catalan TV, click on the
Oh, wait,
community
that other
tab,
guy was
and-
Joey, too?
Wait,
Wow.
So wait, he changes his hat and he's a different guy. We never changes his name. Okay. Good to know.
This is, Joey. This is his French persona.
Go down to you see the store.
Anyone
fourth wall.
notice the guy on the bottom? His lips match his headphones. What's up with
Yeah,
that?
that's a cool
Yeah.
look. I like that.
He's also in Stuttering John's living room.
Click on it, bring it
Go
up.
down one whole thing.
Okay. I have got some great embroidered stuff I designed that is on. It's showing underneath the YouTube channel. And in the Rocco Show, I got a lot of great stuff, with the Rocco Show. So, Yoko Rocco Show, I should say. So here we go.
Here we go.
Now you
What
got to
do
click on the
want?
merchandise, browse the merchandise. All right, we got the Joey.C, whatever we thought that was cool. The coffee mug. I hate Joey C. This is embroidered Joey.C.
Can you pause it real quick?
That shirt is awesome.
So I don't know why Joey thinks that he has a large enough audience to sell merchandise. He also thinks he's doing a live show next spring or something. I haven't gotten back to him about that. Oh shit! I owe him a phone
Joey
call.
Con? Catalano Con?
Yeah, Catalano Con. Which didn't Spider already drop out of that?
Maybe, but it's in 2027, so
Yeah,
we
I
have
think it
time.
happened.
A
Right.
lot can change.
Spider dropped out. He lives with them.
Spider refusing to do the show, but will do dishes. Hey, Spider, what's up, buddy?
Now that's a character. Doesn't say much.
Pretty cool, huh? Go to the next page. Here we go. The Rocco hat. Click on that. The Rocco beanie hat. I had that embroidered and I changed those. I picked those colors. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
At what
All right,
what
there
point?
you go.
does-
You get the beanie and any.
At what point does your wife leave you? I mean, at what point does she think you're really wasting your time on something?
Well, I can tell you
you
from my experience, about 17 years. Yeah.
Want. It's the Rocco beanie hat.
Why is it
I
the
think
Ro-
it's pretty
oh.
good. It's embroidered. It looks pretty sharp, don't it?
It looks sharp. It looks like
Yeah,
something you
thank
can wear normally. Like, hey,
Is that Rocco?
Doesn't
No.
look like it.
Oh, all
Isn't
right.
it the Uncle Rocco show? Is that what he was saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that just says Rocco.
It's another character you haven't seen yet. He's
I picked
coming
the
up-
colors. I changed the name.
I got merchandise for characters I didn't even made yet.
Yeah, and I designed that. I've been working on that too. It goes in different colors. They're great. Look at that. Look, every color it looks good.
Yellow on yellow don't look good.
It's all yellow.
I do get to buy.
The worst one.
Even Lou goes, that does not look good, Joey.
Here's the thing. They got a button where I get to give out giveaways. I'm allowed to give out merchandise to certain fans.
Mason, if you did one, I didn't see it. So
I mean, anyone can give out merchandise if you pay for the merchandise that you're giving out, Joey.
They charge my account, but they give it to me at a lot lesser discount.
Oh, here you go. Look, Mason for $2.
Play Doomsday. Okay, we will. We'll play it. We'll play it.
Fuck, we will.
We won't play it. Everybody else has seen it already, Lou. I mean,
Good for them. I will not give that fucking creepazoid any fucking.
all right.
business.
Well, there we go.
Fuck him.
I can't.
It's so weird to see like a VR, whatever the fuck this is, like an AI thing going. I am drawing the line here, like getting upset.
Well, not
They're not
made a
taking me
fool.
seriously.
Yeah. Don't insult me.
Play nothing. I'm locked here. None of my browsers will open a camera, so I can't present nothing. I have to have it already downloaded in my system. I can't. He has to do it because when I do present something, here's what happens. Let me show you what happens to me when I present something. This is
You
what
know
happens.
why I play shit? Because I don't got fucking ass.
This is where
See, now that's comedy, Joey.
See?
Do that.
Now we're in season 3 of Seinfeld.
What an
Look.
idiot.
I'm stuck. I can't get out of this.
Oh, you're presenting.
My camera won't come on with Google. My camera won't come on. My camera mic won't come on with Google, Microsoft, anything, Bing, Yahoo, nothing. The only browser that it opens up with is DuckDuckGo.
But you would chop off.
He's the only guy who snipes his own show. That's incredible.
But the one thing with StreamYard is the only thing it tells you is to use Chrome. It doesn't tell you to use DuckDuckGo or anything else. I don't know.
DuckDuckGo isn't a browser.
No. That's so the government doesn't track me. That's why I use it.
I'm on parole.
I'm broadcasting from the dark web.
So
does Joey do a morning show every morning? Do you guys know?
I believe I mean, on paper, that's what he'd like to do. Whether or not that gets accomplished.
I remember when we did DabbleCon 2, and we all went to the baseball game. Joey C. hooked us up with tickets to the Red Wings game in Rochester. And I think it was there. We were having a conversation with him, and he was talking about how he owns mornings.
Owns it.
He owns the morning time slot. He's the guy everyone goes to.
Don't you even think about doing a morning show around me?
He's already got it locked down.
The guy sold me the deed. I own it.
So, okay. Well, apparently he's the king. So why would he stop doing it? I didn't know. Carol Jude, thank you very much for gifting 5.
This is content.
Appreciate that. Karl, have some brandy. Sweat it out.
I haven't been talking today, so now I'm just realizing that as I'm talking, it's like making my throat very irritable.
Bills are the best first-round playoff team ever.
You guys want to get into some spicy sports talk? Did anybody watch the Jets game last night? Holy shit.
Last night?
Yes.
Oh,
game 7.
Oh,
game 7. They are down 3. They're down 3-1 with less than 2 minutes to go. They tie it with 1.6 seconds to go and win in double overtime to take the series. It was unbelievable.
Sick shit.
I
Stiff minister.
couldn't get my wife to be impressed by it either, but I thought with you guys I'd try.
I'm with you, dude. I'm with you. One nerd to another. That was cool.
Yes, but at least it's not soccer, Karl, which is nice.
Hey, everybody take it down a notch. Stiff minister opens for the Knack. I don't know. Be honest. This is used as an interrogation torture. Yes. Callie Cranston, I give a thumbs up while Joey C was on, but I wanted to specify that was it for the whole show, not Joey C. The timing is just a coincidence.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
When Frog goes back and looks at when the thumbs up came in, he'll note that.
It was a slip. He slipped on the mouse. My second grade teacher said, "What does 3 inputs mean?" on my report card. The whole class was still washing off baby's blood. You should have seen it.
I can't believe that John was in Guar when he was 18 years old. And then we're shooting semen out and everyone's loving it.
We put Joey Slallow in the goddamn meat grinder, and the teachers were like, "Don't grind them." It was crazy.
Yeah.
And then I had this long tongue that came out and blood poured out of my mouth.
Yeah. Our set was 2 hours long and we were building a wall behind us while we were doing it.
Brick by brick.
That's from my mind.
All here. War damn Shuli, war damn Jeffrey. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Look behind me while I get back in my chair.
Just take the camera off.
Thank you. All right. What next do you want to jump into, Karl? I'll let you pick.
Let's watch some Opie stuff.
Okay.
What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
This is a guilty pleasure for us because we don't cover him.
I love it. Opie's been doing a great job of filling the void that John has left. And you guys might not know this about Opie, but he's also trying to be a TikTok star. Oh. So Opie does 3 things when you watch his YouTube channel. He does his morning streams, and that's every morning. Okay. And then he does live at Gebhard's. And that is with his buddy Matt, who owns a bar down the street from him in his block. And he goes over there once a week or sometimes twice a week and records a show with him. I'll get some clips of that coming up. And then he also does the Unleashed stuff where he just walks around New York and talks to people. And he takes clips from all of those things and reproduces them for YouTube Shorts and TikTok. And he's very wacky. This video right here is a great example of how 62-year-old men behave on TikTok. Let me read to you that's the whole video, by the way. Let me read the hashtags that he included on this to try to get it to go viral. Hashtag funny dance, hashtag dance comedy, hashtag silly moves, hashtag dance memes, and hashtag funny shorts.
How is the hashtags more embarrassing than the video?
I know. That's why I always point it out whenever we're on Who Are These Socials, we'll look at Opie's TikTok, and I always point out the hashtags that he puts out there. It's so bad.
Horrific.
Wow. That would have been a big hit about 5 years ago.
When everyone was dancing on TikTok.
Yeah. If only you had a Vine account, man. That would
if only he was like 22 and had and was female and had huge tits, that might actually work for him.
I just downloaded the TikTok app. I follow one person, and that's that dude that we make frog videos. He's guy that's always crying on TikTok, and that's the only thing I follow.
You got to follow Balin Dupree, and you got to follow Woke Dad. The shoe fits.
I'll look into it. I barely want to
follow our TikTok account too. Shuli.
I don't want to open the fucking thing. I hate and the fact that this guy's like, let me put the right hashtags in to help send this along. Like, what the fuck?
And I did pull these from YouTube. These are YouTube Shorts, so he's putting them across platform. And here's another example. I don't know if you guys know about Opie's obsession with poop.
Yeah, he's got a weird thing. I remember him telling a story about shitting in the ocean and stuff. Right?
Yes, he's got a weird thing about poop, and he loves when dogs poop in New York City, and he turns it into hilarity.
Can I just say, hold on.
Hi, duty.
Look back.
That's the whole video.
Can I just say about shitting in the ocean? The whole, I think, bonus of shitting in the ocean, which I don't condone, let me just say that. The whole point of shitting in the ocean is you don't go then tell people that you shit in the ocean. Nobody knows you shit in the ocean. Yeah. That's the beauty of it.
The anonymity of it is the the selling point.
If you shit in a pool, that story's going to get out either way. But if you shit in the ocean,
right, there might be some fingers being pointed.
Right.
That could be a very rare breed of fish. You don't know what that is.
Yeah. If you're in the ocean, you're like, is that seaweed? Is that a jellyfish? And you move. All it's got to do is brush against you, and you're out.
Yeah, you see a log floating by you. Holy Christ! Look at the size of that fish.
Yeah.
But he's walking away from this thing like he's thinking to himself, like what a 10-year-old would do. Like, totally got him.
Got him.
At me. They're looking back.
That's gonna go viral.
Yep. Can I read you the title of that video we just watched?
Please.
It's called "High Duty Smells Horrendous. Rare corpse flower, aka Stinky Pinky, blooms in NYC." He's trying for everything. He's trying every little thing he can do. Like, is this funny? Is that funny? What about this thing?
Wow, is he less funny than John?
Yes.
Wow.
I shouldn't react that quickly.
That's a good poll question.
Yeah.
But Opie has the same reaction that John has when you call him a dabbler or a whack packer than when you tell him that he doesn't know how to do radio. He's not funny. He doesn't have that sense of humor. It's the one thing he focuses on, and it ruined the show for him. It ruined Opie and Anthony for him. Right. And now it's just now his nightmare is that everybody was right.
Well, Zen, we just played a clip recently. It's funny you say that. You're so on point. There was a chatter who goes, and he didn't realize he was reading the chat, and then it got to the end, and it said, like, do you ever feel bad about not being the least funny person on your show or something like that? And Opie's response is so Stuttering John-esque. He goes, oh, there's plenty of moments of me being the funny one on the show. You can look it up on YouTube. Instead of just being like, yeah, I was there with Anthony and Jim. Of course I'm the least funny person in the room. Just that's such an obvious thing. Yeah. Instead he has to be like, no, I was the funny one sometimes.
Well, if you think about it, there was a shift for this guy, right? Like when Opie and Anthony started, Opie was the radio professional. Opie
Right.
was in charge. Opie was the big dog, right? Because everything, knowledge-wise, he knew more than anybody else there, and experience-wise, he had that beat. But then a shift happened. Then you have Anthony and Norton and these comics coming in, and the shift is you don't have to do by the book radio anymore. You can do this hilarious hanging thing where everybody's just hanging out, ripping each other, ripping what's in the news, and not formatted, not a radio show. It was mics in a room where comedians were hanging out, and the shift changed where they didn't need the professional radio guy anymore. This show was on another direction of funny, and he unfortunately couldn't hang with the people in that room.
And there's another element to that too, because Opie, when it was the late 90s, early aughts, was the shock jock.
Right.
He would do the crazy things that you're just like, the audience would be like, whoa, I can't believe he did that. And then, with the FCC and all the, just the landscape of things, that wasn't really appreciated anymore, and things changed. And so it had to switch to like comedy and comedians coming in and busting balls. And that Opie was just out of his element at that point. He talks about it now. He's just like, I didn't even belong on my own show. Instead of realizing like, well, find your role. If your role is to run the show, figure out when we go to calls, figure out when we have to go to commercial break, whatever that is, being the captain of the ship, as it's oftentimes discussed.
Yeah.
Do that. You're on a huge, awesome show, and you're meeting tons of famous comedians and hanging out with them. That's great.
Yeah, everybody needs a straight man. So
Right.
it's fine. You don't have to. Not everybody has to be funny. That's why we have Zen.
Right. When a guy's doing an impression and crushing it, he doesn't have time to look at the clock and know that, they're coming up on a break, or they got to read, do a live read or whatever the fuck it is. Right.
Yep.
Like their job is to be funny.
It's like, like a girl on a funny show or sitcom. She has to, her role is to be like, come on guys, relax, take it easy. Let's keep this hilarity down, take it down a peg. We got stuff to do. Like that
also
was
on
him.
radio. Yeah.
Exactly.
He was the whole of the show.
But nobody noted. Did you ever notice when Opie and Anthony was on? Did you ever think to yourself, Opie wasn't supposed to be there? I thought he did a great job doing what he did.
Honestly, I remember when Opie wasn't there and it was just Anthony and Jim, because I remember I was dating my wife at the time, and she loved Opie and Anthony, and so did I. So I would get before her, and I would say, "Hey, Jen, good news. No Opie today. Great episode." She's, "Oh, cool. I can't wait to listen to it." So I remember like looking forward to Opie not being there, but I didn't like hate Opie or thought he ruined the show or anything like that. It was still a great show with Opie.
Right. I like how Carl's like, I didn't hate him. His first text of the morning. Fuckface isn't there today, hon.
Yeah, okay, good point.
Yeah. I love that this relationship, really the foundation of hate is what holds it up for you two.
The first text my wife ever sent to me.
Yeah.
Opie and Anthony was syndicated in Rochester. They were on from 2 to 5 in the afternoons. One day they were off. The first text I ever got from her was like, "Where are the guys?"
Right.
That was the first communication we had over a phone was, "Where's Opie and Anthony today?" So it's very funny how this whole thing has played out for us.
See, I think it was. I wasn't very comfortable what you did with me last night.
This is long before we were dating.
Okay.
All right, so here's another fun thing that Opie does. I know Anthony has played this video before, but Opie will stop at a red light that he knows is going to take a little while in New York, and he'll jump out of his car and film himself dancing in the street.
Risky.
Chinese fire drill.
First of all, it would have been great if somebody handed him $1. He looks like a homeless guy.
Better somebody jumped in the car and took off.
Yeah, dancing for donations, right? It'd be funnier if he did a thing. The music's playing and he gets out with a squeegee and then he just leans over the windshield.
Cleans his own windshield, right?
Cleans his own windshield. That'd be hilarious. He's not even like like if you're gonna do it, man.
Right.
Do it.
He's a tryhard.
Yeah.
It's so obvious to everyone. Just like, Jesus, Opie, all right, we get it. You're trying to be funny. So wacky.
You ever like driving around in LA and you'll see like a legit TikToker who's trying to do these things? They got a lighting guy, they got two cameras, they're fucking and they're dancing like it's fucking, it's a dance show.
Yeah, they're making a scene, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then they go viral because of that, because the effort is reflective in it.
Right.
Yeah,
He comes
social
out there
media.
and shakes his shoulders for 2 seconds, and then slowly walks back to the car with his head down.
Social media is unbelievable with the talent. The amount of talent that people have on social media is mind-boggling. And then here comes this guy thinking to himself, yeah, I can get in on this. This is what they needed. This is exactly what they needed. A 60-year-old washed-up radio host.
Yeah.
And what's great, Zen, is that he's still trying this to this day. Like, he's been doing this for years. He still is going to catch on one of these days. These TikToks don't get any views. It's just me and Mike on Who Are These Socials watching this.
It's like we're old dudes. We shouldn't be on TikTok.
No.
I'm gonna buy a fucking Corvette and pull up to a high school football game, and like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you talking about? Move on.
Yeah, you're not Bill Belichick. Get off social media.
Yeah. Let the fucking young people have their shit, and we have our shit.
Right. Yeah.
I have one
even
more,
even if a 60-year-old is hilarious, the young people aren't going to give a shit.
Right.
Yeah.
They want to see young people. I don't blame them. Who wants to look at us?
All right. You got another one?
I have one more short for us here.
Yeah.
And this one, I'll give you the title. This might be a little bit of a spoiler, but it says Soprano Dude Mishap, Spotting Celebrities in NYC, # celebrity sighting, # Sopranos.
Oh, # kill me.
That's Soprano dude. Soprano dude, love your restaurant.
Insulting.
Mike Imperioli. That's awesome. Could he be more of a pompous a-hole, though? Yeah, he completely ignored me like that. Didn't say a word.
Rightly so.
Dude, this is the guy who used to probably have that guy in the studio with him.
Yeah.
Promoting the new season of Sopranos.
Well,
and now he's just walking by him and going, hey, Sopranos.
Right.
What
and
a
he didn't
douche.
it didn't even stop. I mean, it didn't give it. What's it? Imperial is supposed to go, yeah, hi, come back. I want to address what you said.
He's supposed to chase him down the street.
Yeah.
Also, he called him Sopranos
Soprano
dude.
guy.
Like, how fucking insulting is that? Tell me you're not looking for a confrontation by going, hey, Sopranos dude.
Right.
I thought it was going to be like a fake celebrity sighting.
Right? No,
like,
that really was him.
Yeah, like somebody. Oh, I thought that was blah blah. Like that's the bit.
It was a fake celebrity taking the video.
The one time something interesting is happening on this fucking
It does
stream,
nothing with it.
does nothing.
But yeah, it's funny. Adam Carolla always talks about how guys will be like, hey, man show, and that's like Adam Carolla's way of saying that he, douchebags recognize him, but that's literally like the joke.
Yeah.
You just call out the project they were in.
That's right. How many times I've heard, "Tam Mom," it's like
that I believe.
Christ. Yeah.
That I believe.
Shit,
you guys want to look at when he's doing a professional show with his buddies at Gebhard's?
Please.
Yeah. All right. So this is how the most recent episode started off. And this is, it's going to be a wacky show when you see a show start off like this.
What is up, everybody? Good evening, and welcome to Live at Gephardt. Almost. With your host, Matt, who owns the Gephardt's Beer Culture on the Upper West Side. We got the Littlefoot.
Hello.
We got the Opester, also known as the Kid. The Kid. And we're in the basement at Gephardt's because we're all suffering from the allergies, and we're literally trying to hide from pollen.
It's ridiculous.
All right, you have three guys with two microphones. Let's start there. Opie's constantly he doesn't even ask a question. He just goes to Littlefoot, whatever the fuck that guy's name is, just puts the microphone in front of his face.
Yeah, I just love they're in a pollen panic room underneath the Gephardt's.
With the Opester, a.k.a. the Kid.
Kid.
So what I don't understand about Opie, one of the things I don't understand about him, and this is since he's been off the show, does he think it's cool to not have the up-to-date equipment that you need to make a professional broadcast?
It's not that he thinks it's cool. It gives him an out. So when people say, Opie, what happened to you, man? You're doing this show and there's only 36 people watching it. It used to be open. They'd be like, I'm not even trying. I don't care. I'm just having fun with my buds. Yeah, that literally is why he's doing that.
But it's crazy because maybe if he did care, maybe if he did a really good professional show, he had big guests on, call in favors, call in the guys that used to come into Opie and Anthony, have interesting conversations with them. I mean, he was steering the ship with him and Jim, right, for a while.
Sure.
Right.
So, I mean, he could, I mean, with his years of experience as a radio personality, probably put on a professional show that's somewhat entertaining to half the people that enjoyed Opie and Anthony.
And I don't understand how these guys are still hanging around him. Now, this is embarrassing. And this has been going on for a while, this Gebhard's thing, that the owner of Gebhard's and broadcasting from there. And then we're going to see Ron the Waiter and another guy show up in the background in a little bit. And these guys are all remembering Opie when he was Opie. And they're like, this is going to happen again, and I'm going to be a part of it.
Yeah.
They're not realizing this is just, they're embarrassing themselves every time they go online.
It's like if you were friends with a Major League Baseball, player that doesn't play anymore.
Right.
But he shows up to your house with a bat and a ball and mitts, but it's wiffle ball. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not even real baseball. And you're like, am I really going to play wiffle ball with this guy?
When I set up the tee.
Yeah. You're like, okay, this is weird.
There was
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. There was a jeans commercial I remember with Brett Favre just throwing the ball around with his buddies. I'm like, this is in no world does this exist. It's just like, hey, let's play some football in the back, Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Got a Nerf ball,
You're gonna break your fingers.
Yeah, guy's insured with Lloyd's of London. It's like, let's go play catch. All right, yeah,
sure.
Oh, Marv has his dick out again.
Right.
Yeah. Well, there's that too, right? All right, so we're talking about allergies. We're talking about the pollen.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to say that Opie doesn't bring prep. He's got stuff he wants to talk about. He's got some bullet points on here, and so he asks his buddy.
What is he? Does he ask him generic or name brand allergy medication?
Well, it's actually worse than that. if you can believe it.
And it's been really, really windy in New York City too. So you got the wind, you got the pollen.
Down to 3 Zyrtex. I'm up to 3 Zyrtex a day.
And how's your piece? Is it mush?
Why is that an effect?
When you take cold medicine or allergy medicine, yeah, man, I got a mush right now. You got a mush?
No.
All right, so I can tell you what's going on here. Opie is doing morning radio from 1995. I live in Rochester. His mentor is Brother Weeze. This is the Brother Weeze show. He's on YouTube talking about, can you get a boner? But he's got to say, you got mush down there? Is it mush?
Oh, God. And he's like, well, you better have mush. We're in a basement with 3 dudes. Who's fucking fully torqued right now?
He's immediately into boner talk. He's like, there's pollen in the air. We're popping Zyrtex, and who's got boner problems?
How's your little fella? Is he having a hard time getting up? Can I say little fella on radio?
You're right. Yeah, it's so weird the way he's coding his language.
Like that's the thing he does, though, right? Like, he does say fuck and stuff like that?
No, he does. He does not swear. If he does, he's slipped up.
Oh, okay.
And he gets mad at Ron the Waiter when Ron the Waiter uses terms that he doesn't think are FCC friendly,
appropriate.
Yeah,
I'm a throwback. He's old school.
What he's trying to do is prove that he can get a job back on the radio again.
Yeah. Then buy a fucking microphone. Prove that.
like pick a lane. It's
right.
Are you gonna make a professional show, or are you gonna dick around?
You know what else lets people know you're ready to get back into radio? Headphones. You know what I mean?
Yes. Or I don't know, maybe like having an audience. A radio station might see that and go, "Oh, we should probably hire this guy. He has an audience."
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Anthony was supposed to be the fuck up, right? Anthony was like the wild guy, the fuck up, the dude who was he was a fucking punk rock guy or whatever kind of music he played.
Showed up late, drank all the time,
smoked cigarettes, had threesomes, all that stuff. He had the foresight to build a fucking studio after he got fired, and from there built his empire up again. This guy just doesn't. That's crazy.
He founded Legion of Skanks and Shane Gillis and Red Bar. Like, Anthony went on to create a network of tons of people that we all still watch on YouTube and various platforms.
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with the guy who is not and did not go to school to learn this industry, getting an opportunity and succeeding in this field, and having worked in all these other shit fields to get to this point, which is a total, I mean, this is house money you're playing with. This isn't something you were supposed to do.
I don't know if you
right?
know this, Shuli, but I wasn't in radio. I was in a thing called marketing.
Right.
Before I never talk about it, but before I started doing this.
Yeah. So for him
helps
to
you
be
appreciate it a little bit more.
Exactly. Whereas if you're sitting there going, I belong here. This is what I do. This is who I am. I deserve, just get it. Just get it. Just earn that shit.
Guys, you have to watch this one because we're not done with the boner talk and the pollen talk here. This continues to go on.
More boner talk.
But the newsmen, they're saying we got like 2 weeks left.
Oh, great.
2 weeks of mush nuts. 2 weeks of mush, and then it goes back to
So get ready, guys.
He's screaming about his boner with two other guys in a basement of a bar.
Yeah.
Right now.
Poop and boner.
Well, keep us in the loop, Opie. Let us know when you're able to get an erection again. That's
2 weeks.
Really important for all of us.
Now, I'm a fan of WATP, guilty pleasure. Sorry, Shuli. I watched the show, and
it's not a guilty pleasure. What?
You know the rules, man. That's
well, you know how things work here. Sometimes I got to put a stake in my eye when we have guests here because Shuli didn't like something I did.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You guys talked. He was talking about this with his friend, wasn't he? About Benadryl, and he went to go to his friend's wedding. He was also again, this is not like a new topic for him to bring up on his show. He likes talking about mushy boners.
Yeah, about not being able to get it up.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but he keeps putting the microphone back to that guy behind him without asking a question. He just is giving him the microphone. And when you have talent, and I've seen this in many instances in sports and broadcasting, you bring everyone else up. Like you're so good that everyone else is elevated because of your presence. Opie is the opposite. He finds these loser rejects and makes them worse. It's impossible to work with this asshole.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the only other person I think who can pull this off is Brennan. He has these people on and completely fumbles every time to the point where these quote unquote idiots are goofing on him to his face, and he doesn't even see it.
Well, to Kevin's credit, at least he leaves a blank space of like 3 or 4 minutes while he's looking at his phone or something, so they can just do whatever they want.
That is true. They run free.
So Opie, being a professional radio guy, resets the topics about 10 minutes into the show.
All right, Hamilton.
Cool, man.
Yeah, it is cool. So we got the allergies, we got the wind, we got New York City making believe it wants to turn it to spring. I don't know. Nope. We got a jet that's missing. What?
Yeah.
How much was that jet?
Player? Well, is it missing or did it just fall off the aircraft carrier?
It sunk. They didn't anchor it down, right?
I'm waiting for Opie to turn around to the guy in the back going, "Can you keep the Skittles bag down, please?"
Yeah, so now we got a crew down there.
Yeah.
Listen, I got to change these kegs. Can you guys wrap this shit up?
Yeah, there's a bar back who's just like, you guys fucking in the way again.
I'm sure this is the last thing this guy wants to use this area for, is just a bunch of dudes hanging out doing a podcast.
He talks about his 2 young children are upstairs in the bar during this show. And Opie's like, come on, we got to do a podcast to get away from the pollen. Okay, cool. All right, you guys ready for, I got 2 more clips I want to play for you.
Yeah.
How about some hot Beyonce takes?
Ooh.
Opie recently went on a rant on TikTok about this Beyonce trying to be a cowgirl thing.
Nobody's talking about it.
He's keeping up, man. He's keeping up what's going on. And so he brings that up.
I'm learning that slowly but surely, but I never liked the Beyonce, especially with her trying to make believe she's a cowgirl all of a sudden. So I pointed it out.
She's from Houston. That doesn't mean you ever rode a horse.
She's
I cannot confirm or I have no confirmation of whether
She's from Houston. What does that mean as far as being a cowboy? There's not a cell in her body that screams cowgirl.
So when you think,
I was gonna
I
say.
have to choose. You think Morgan Whalen is a cowboy?
Morgan Freeman. Who the hell is that?
He's one of those country singers.
I wouldn't know that. Why would I know that?
Why do you bring up cowboys in?
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
He brings up one of the most famous country singers. Yeah. He goes, none of them were cowboys. They're all just posing like this. That's part of the shtick. And Opie's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I love that the guys are literally trying to work with him on this, and he gets mad at him.
He shuts it down immediately.
You can't throw me country music names.
Why would I know that, even though I'm the one who brought it up?
Well, it's funny because also, when was this? When was this episode? Recently?
4 days ago.
Okay, because Morgan Wallen was in the news for SNL. I mean, it's a big thing walking off last month.
Yeah.
So to not know the name just means he's fucking clueless about everything.
Yes, he should definitely know what he's talking about, or at least be like, "Oh, who's that?" Right. Keep the conversation going. Just like, I don't know what that is. Yeah. But I think Opie's point, and this is why he thinks he's edgy and whatever he's trying to do here, is that Beyonce can't be a cowgirl because she's black.
Right.
Isn't that basically what he's saying right there? Yes. Yeah. They're like, well, she's from Houston, it's Texas. I don't know.
She's a cowgirl selling her body. Sickle cells, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Right.
So then we get back. So this conversation goes nowhere, and then it circles back to Beyonce again a little while later, and we learn about what Opie actually is up to.
And her wearing the stupid white cowboy hat,
It's a good album cover.
It annoyed all country music fans.
Cultural appropriation right there. Racist. Nah, I think it's fine. Why get fed up over it? People bought the record. Who gives a shit?
I didn't care. I was just looking for clicks on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
So that is so telling right there. And I believe Opie when he says that.
Yep.
He's just trying to find some controversial thing that'll get him clicks on TikTok. But that's why it's not interesting, because you're not interested in it. Opie doesn't have any actual interests in things. So when he talks, it's just babble. If Anthony Cumia, for example, were to talk about Beyonce changing to a country performer, I bet he'd have some takes on it. I bet he has some thoughts and feelings around that they would be kind of passionate about. Whereas Opie just goes, I don't know, I'm just looking for clicks.
Yeah, you don't think he'd open with, what's with this white hat, folks? You don't think Anthony would open with that?
Probably not.
Well, it's a coward thing. It's like he doesn't want to have a take, because that means that he would have to defend his opinion.
Or lose whatever number of people that don't agree with.
Well, when you always insinuate that other people are racists and they're both, they're not nice people, and then you go and then you try to have an actual point on something, you have to be careful, because everybody there's always another point to it.
Yeah, he never gave a reason why she should not do country music.
Right.
Yeah, the guy gave it a reason. Well, she's from Texas, so.
Also, Beyonce dresses up in outfits all the time. That's what she does. She's a performer. This is just a different outfit than the one. And listen, I'm not defending Beyonce's country album. It's garbage, and it's ridiculous that she's doing this. But
don't talk about Queen Bee like that. Okay?
I don't care.
Listen, the book's great. The album, not so much. But I will say that him bringing up she's from Houston is not to say that's a valid enough reason for her to be a cowgirl. It's him saying, look, maybe there's a lot of things you don't know about her. Like, for example, she's from Houston, so who knows what her background is while she was in Houston? That's all he was saying. Like, who cares?
When you're a talented musician, you can probably pull off country music to some extent. I mean, you know how to sing, you know how country music sounds. You can put out an album.
One of the best Ween albums of all time is a country album.
I agree with you.
Very good point, Zach.
Did the Chevelles ever do a country album?
Yeah, you got Joe excited.
What about Stiff Minister?
PvP Gauntlet. Yo, Shuli, how come we never see the likes of Gary, Sal, or Richard on podcasts? Would like to see them on Rogan one day. I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't
I'd
think
like
they're
to
allowed
fly.
to.
I'd like to fly one day, but look, they're definitely not allowed to do podcasts.
Someday, though, I'm looking forward to the day when Richard and Sal are able to go do shows or do their own show. That'd be great.
Yeah. Believe me, talks have begun. I will say that. Well, TikTok is over. Yeah. I have more viewers than Opie. Skeptical Robot, new episode Friday. Go support. Luigi's awesome, and
What's
his
up,
show
Luigi?
is great. And he has yet to invite me, but whatever. It's all good. Oh, hey, Andy.
Oh, hey, Psych.
What's up, Psych? I think the gold stars was like an Amazon review. John actually got 1 out of 5 stars. You might be right.
Time, you're right.
I haven't stopped laughing for days. You guys have been killing it. Gold stars are only good for military and retarded kids. Keep it up, boys. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. You would think Opie would have learned from the Roseland incident that he would stay away from poo. It's not beneficial to his career.
Correct. You guys know why Opie was fired from SiriusXM, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible ratings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also that.
Opie's desperation now that Anthony is back on the air is showing. He's realized that rolling out of bed and squinting at a webcam doesn't cut it. Thank you, Dorby. Good to see you, pal.
I've said this before, but Anthony getting that job on WABC was the best thing for Who Are These Podcasts that could ever have happened. Because Opie is just lost. It's great.
Yeah. We asked Norton last night. I mean, did you ever think Anthony would be back on terrestrial radio? And he's like, no, not in a million years did I think he was going to get back on. But we are living in some strange times, man.
Watching Opie's his biggest nightmares unfold is unbelievable, because that was his biggest nightmare was Anthony was going to be a big radio star.
Right.
And he wasn't.
Listen, you can argue all you want, man, and you don't have to like him. You don't have to agree with his takes, but at least you know Anthony Cumia has a take on whatever is happening. He will tell you what side he is on. He's not afraid to share that.
One of the most important things about being a personality,
right,
is that you have thoughts about things. Yes, right.
And
Opie is trying to do it without having any personality at all. He's like mimicking everyone else. When I said that he's just doing an impression of Wheeze from 1995, I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
His mannerisms, the way he talks, everything he does is just taken from someone else.
Yeah, and it's like you can't expect to go around that part of it and get the views and the numbers and the opportunities that people who deal with negative feedback for having a stance or a take, they're dealing with it. They got to fucking deal with it. They don't run away from it. They don't change their stance because people are upset or they don't want to lose viewers or members.
Nick Fuentes, after that person showed up to his place, wasn't just like, you know what, actually, these Jewish people are all right. I've changed my mind on this one.
Right.
Well, yeah, Opie had the blueprint. He started doing this kind of radio. Then all of a sudden, when he did this radio, they got wildly successful.
Yeah.
So why go, do this instead?
Yeah.
Well,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, here's another thing. Maybe if you're not the strongest person on your radio show, how about you don't be an asshole to everybody all the time?
Right.
That could be a big benefit to you. Maybe you're nice to everybody. So when opportunity does come around and Anthony has a show on WABC, he'll go, Opie, why don't you just join me 3 days, every other Sunday or whatever? It'd be great. It'd be like old times.
Message received.
Hey, Wick, that was the bass player from Weezer whose wife was shot by the cops, not Ween.
Yeah. Get
Sorry, not pull a Bob Levy and just start talking to the chat randomly.
Shuli makes my boner mushy. You mush, bro? You mush, Dodo? Opie needs to do a podcast on the beach fishing with a guest. That's something.
Yeah.
Dude, he was talking about that on his show. His birthday's coming up, and he's like, I am going to go fishing all day. I'm like, what a boring loser. That's what you do on your birthday.
Yeah. He just wants to be alone, it sounds like.
Yeah.
His family wants him to be alone, too.
Right. Yeah. Nobody's arguing with him for a party, that's for sure. Jeff Wayne, Dirty Deeds of Vince Laura claim to have insight. Oh, okay, Vince. Thanks, pal. Good to see you.
Very nice, Vince.
Wonder who Jeff is. He's getting doxxed by Vince. All right. What? Oh, do we want to do a little KB?
Yes.
Let's check in on KB.
All right. What do you got for me, Frog?
Called a wellness check.
Well, you've heard about the cabal, right?
Girls.
And you remember Don't do that impression of me while I'm trying to.
Go ahead.
What impression?
No,
What
go
impression?
fuck yourself. Now you can just watch it.
What are you talking about?
It worked.
What happened to the music, Adam? Oh,
Adam's
fuck.
gone.
I was going to try to do it on Twitter today, too. I forgot. All
Now
right.
that could be a joke, or it could be yet another sign of dementia setting in, where he thinks Adam is still producing the show.
Did I eat today?
He's gonna be found like Gene Hackman in 3 weeks from now.
One day he's doing a podcast. Yeah, one day he's doing a podcast from a neighbor's apartment. Your husband just wandered in here, says he's home.
See people do it on Twitter, and they can pretend they have a lot more people watching. They can pretend. I like to pretend.
Great green screen.
Don't you guys like to pretend? Isn't pretending fun?
Don't you pretend your wife still likes you?
Pop him. Look at Karl getting top slot.
Woo! I think it is. I think pretending's fun. I'm gonna get rid of one of my necks. When I wear one
neck?
shirt, when I'm only Tony, they're saying to adjust the thing. Yeah, I gotta get a higher.
Is there a thing to fix your neck in StreamYard? Is there a
Yeah,
button for that?
Which neck? I mean,
Yeah, there's a few to choose from there.
Table.
Can't be
Something?
two necks.
Adam will fix it. Age of Squirrel coming in hot.
Hey, owe this guy money.
I love that he like when he goes live, his show starts by him announcing to everyone in the room, "I got nothing today.
Yep,
I got nothing."
I
Ray's
love-
on live. We're on live. Carl's on live. Melton.
I love that Doom has that intro that he cycles through, where it's just Kevin going, "I don't do clips."
That's unbelievable.
And you don't even
Boy,
a bad
Mike.
place when Bob looks better than you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bob's figured out the filter.
Yeah. Bob looks dry in this.
Angel, my underboard, with 49.
I wonder if Turkey will fix your neck too if you go to.
Kevin, you should look. Enough with the jokes. Look into Turkey. It's setting the clock back for Bob over here.
Allah Akbar. Fix my neck.
Couple hair plugs on that one side too wouldn't hurt.
Nope.
Make money. Yeah, okay. We heard that every show. Okay, Ray doesn't make money. Now, can you do something that's entertaining? Or you're gonna have Borgo make 7 different accounts. Trumpet 07. $5. Thank you, Bob. I wish you and Granny would get involved with MLC. You guys bring the fun. He's
almost said
impossible
involved.
to deal with. He knows what he's got to do.
Means the same
He,
thing.
he knows what he's got to do.
Yeah,
it's simple, But he
Did Kevin forget he's doing a show? He's just watching YouTube now.
I don't even think he's awake. Look at his eyes. His eyes look closed to me.
Is it is it transformative if I breathe heavy into my headset?
Is Granny dead? Why does he look like a ghost?
he's probably the greediest man in the world, but
You think? I've heard opposite, I guess, but not.
Yeah, you have heard opposite. You have heard opposite, Granny. Let me ask you something, Granny. Has Bob ever paid you to be on the show? I'm the only guy that pays people to be guest, but I'm always the problem. Hey, Granny, has Bob ever paid you, or has Bob ever paid anybody to be a guest on his show?
Is
Bob
this a recent
does-
episode? Hold on a second. Time out. Is this a recent episode?
Frog?
I'm not
Is this-
talking to you anymore.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah.
Frog.
Is this still what Kevin's bragging about?
It's probably a recent episode because
Yeah.
Kevin's playing it and Granny is on with him, which is probably pretty recent.
I'm. It's boggles the mind. Kevin's a guy who gives someone $120 and owns them. You're not allowed to do other shows, and everyone has to tiptoe around what they're doing. And he's still bragging about paying people. It's the worst part about his show.
And he's sitting here bragging, I'm the only one who pays guests. How about you pay your fucking co-hosts? What
I'm
happened
paying the
there?
guests too much to pay the co-hosts.
Yeah.
Well, if I pay my co-host, then then I'm not winning. Then I'm
And
only
we-
not only paying me.
We know you're the only one who pays guests because you never stop fucking crying about it when you realize you don't own them for $100.
Right.
This is from 2 days ago.
Well, it's
Jesus
an honor to
Christ.
be on a show with Bob Levy. That's why I don't pay him. They don't even expect to get paid. Granny, let me know if Bob has paid you $1. Show me Venmo and I'll match it or something. I'll pay you $100 if you can show me a Venmo from the last 6 months, not counting today, because of course Bob will send it right now and be like, "Hey, look, I paid him."
So again, the John similarities are so funny to me when now the fantasy has begun. Bob's running to pay him today.
Yep.
So because Kevin is the center of the universe, everybody reacts based on what Kevin says on his shit show.
What does this have to do with having a fun podcast or a successful show? Why does this the first place Kevin goes to? Is how much is he paying this guy? Who cares? Who gives a shit?
Imagine if you watched Kevin's show when it was on Compound Media, or listen to Kevin's show when it was on Riotcast, and he would have comedians on and they would get into stuff and it would be funny. Imagine you find him now and you put this on and you're like, this guy, did something fall on his head? Like, what happened to this guy?
Yeah.
Well, it's like watching like a clip of Impractical Jokers and then going, how much do you think Sal Volcano makes? Do you think he makes that much money more than the other guys do?
How do they
100%.
split it? Is
I
it
paid 'em.
4 ways or?
Yeah, I paid him before you said anything. I paid him before you said anything. Everyone's like,
100%.
Kevin, don't pay. Kevin's got me. Bob, you pay anybody? Bob, have you ever paid a single guest on your shit show?
Oh my gosh, Frankie McDonald, we love.
Clip number 2 for Mr. I Don't Play Clips. I hit play. He has not.
What's he doing?
My
This is his show.
mantra.
Yeah, this is his show now. He just stares blankly at things.
And eats sometimes.
Real
Yeah.
short, easy show tonight. I'm tired from last night still.
Hey,
Okay, Clearwater Chad. So you're saying you're not dumb? I say you are.
know.
You go on Ray's show. You know, Ray's a failure as a podcaster, as a brother.
So now he's trying to convince Clearwater Chad and Karmic to be on his side when it comes to Ray DeVito.
What the fuck? I'm sorry, but as soon as you have Clearwater Chad on your show, you've given up. What's going on here?
Nice guy, don't get me wrong, but I 100% I'm in agreement with Karl here.
I hung out with him in Rochester. He came to Vinny's show. Nice enough guy.
That's right. I was there too, and
Little slow.
he was wearing the same fucking shirt he was wearing at Vinny's show. Yeah, the only time you should see Clearwater Chad is if he's like walking through the woods and you take a picture of him.
Blurry photo of him.
A blurry Hawaiian photo.
I just want to point out this Karmic X guy. I don't know anything about him. I don't know where he came from, but apparently he's going to be a regular on Steel Toe now. He's on tonight on Aaron Imholt's show. So he's a big get.
Oh man, it's gonna be a good summer.
I invited him on to because we have drops of him cursing me out, which I'm a big fan. You know,
Fuck you, Shuli.
you know. So I said, "Hey man, we're just busting balls here. If you ever want to come on," and he's like, "Yeah, would love to. Thanks."
I
Seems
know
like
he just quit drinking, but a big Crown Royal fan as well. I don't know if you know that, Shuli.
I am a Crown. I bet you I get him to drink again. What do you
Who
think
quit
of that?
drinking?
Fuck you, Shuli. Fuck you, Shuli.
All right.
Fuck.
I'll get that going at Hackamania.
Yeah.
That won't be hard. It won't be hard.
That won't be hard. Yeah, and this one.
Hey, Shuli, do you want to prop my fucking picture up? Call me a retard?
Sounds fun.
You're on.
Don't threaten me with
As
a
a
good time.
On as everything. So you think you're going to go on his show on my show, and
Well,
I'm
I
going to
just-
tolerate that?
No, I
my
didn't
show,
want-
my
I'm
show
not-
is
I didn't-
10. My show is.
How dare Clearwater Chad go on Ray DeVito's show?
I
Karl?
know it. And what will Ray do if he can't get Clearwater Chad anymore? Oh no!
Imagine getting upset about this or any of these people.
10 and 20 and 30 times more I'm making a year what Ray has made in his whole life. But you think the shows are equal?
It wasn't to go against you. You never said I couldn't go on. You said you wanted him.
He reminds me of Will Arnett as Job Blues.
Yeah.
When he's president of the company, you go, come on, the guy in the $3,000 suit, come on.
To pay me.
Ray's got a cabal against me.
Yeah, but I don't believe that.
I don't care what you believe. You believe Hawaiian shirts are cool. Don't you?
Boom.
I think
Zinger.
it's fitting for me. Yeah, this is my character.
How'd you like that late night Ray episode of Ray last night? There's a clip of him. I forgot to play that.
Oh boy! Oh no! What will they do without this Ray clip?
Oh yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, Ray wanted somebody else to work something out. I mean, this Ray's a fucking straight up idiot.
First of all, you're such a terrible friend.
Wait a minute. So now Ray and Stevie Lou are back together?
Boom!
Okay. Man, these friendships.
Oh, it's too much.
It's like you turn your head for a second. They're enemies, then they're friends again.
I've never seen a guy look so angry yet so comfortable. Stevie Lou looks like he's resting peacefully in a big, beautiful beanbag chair.
The Dabbleverse has jumped the shark.
Yeah,
right.
dude.
I mean, we have
his
Karmic X and Clearwater
Yeah.
Chad watching Stevie Lou and Ray DeVito. What's going on?
Wait till you hear the chicks at Hackamania. It's going to be fucking crazy.
Yeah, his show is.
Thank God for slow mo.
Slow mo's going to save the Dabbleverse, man.
Idiot.
First of all, you're such a terrible friend. You have no idea what.
Terrible friend. That's a good title. But Ray's drinking himself to death. Ray has gout, and he's not supposed to be drinking beer, and he drinks beer every night.
Kevin's reading his Ray notes right now while he's telling you this stuff. He has a notebook with Ray fun
Ray
facts.
Yeah. You want a tip?
I mean-
Drink wine out of a coffee mug. That's how you do it, buddy.
Ray's a terrible friend to himself.
Wow.
Sounding like it.
What my life is like right now, and what my life and what my substance abuse.
If I could move any of my
or
appendages.
quote unquote abuse
Oh.
that
Hey,
you seem
Stevie
to
Lou,
have in
feel
your
free to
head
get comfortable,
that
man.
is
Relax, buddy.
I know.
Like a stuntman who just jumped out of the building onto that big balloon they have at the bottom. It's like,
You know something, man? I was fucking pissed off, bro.
This is a good point Mason brings up. It's funny because Kevin has always admitted Bob was very generous when he paid him for gigs. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. He overpaid Kevin, Bob.
Yeah, underpaid
completely
us.
Yeah.
made up. I do not know this person, Gustav, that you're talking about. Just to
Going on.
Who's this Klaus? You keep
Yeah. you need a fucking decoder ring to get this show now. I mean, you look Chad Karmic, the GOAT, watching Ray and Stevie Lou. He's got a Bears. He's got his Bad News Bears shirt hanging up on a Stairmaster on a treadmill. There's so much going on here.
make this clear. So you saying that I've done something to him? I don't know that person. I've never met this person.
You guys don't like
I've
each
never
other. You guys,
I
I don't know this person. Ray goes, okay, you guys don't like each other. I get it.
Ray goes, you guys don't like each other. Nobody cares if it's not the Middle East. Borgo hates Ray. Borgo can't even say Ray's name anymore. But am I trying to get Borgo and Ray to squash it? I don't give a fuck. It's more enjoyable if they don't get along. So Gustav and Stevie Lou are gonna work it out to do what? To what end?
like, what are you supposed to do if you're a guest on this show?
Right.
Is my question.
Yeah.
Going back to the Opie thing, it's impossible to work with someone like that. You just sit there and go, okay.
I mean, it's impossible to do a show with that. Like, I'm not trying to shit on Ray, but Ray doesn't get a ton of viewers. And now you have Kevin who's forcing his viewers, he has more, to watch a show that people have kind of spoken and said, we're not going to watch. We don't want to watch it.
Yeah, but Kevin Brennan's the laziest guy because he just looks at whatever Stalin 19 put out that day and then watches it and barely reacts. It's might as well just be Stalin 19's channel.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen hostages more comfortable than guests on Kevin's show.
It's got to be so uncomfortable, man. Bob looks like caca. I think he looks all
He's
right.
old. He's like 80.
Vince the lawyer never docks his dues. That's how you know it's Vince for sure. Thank you, Joanne. Listening to these shows is like overhearing conversations in the day room at a mental. That's what I'm saying.
I want to know more about Gustav now.
Yeah, what the fuck is a Gustav?
Not much. What's a Gustav with you?
Twice I set up for that.
He's one of Brennan's big super chatters, but he may be involved in the cabal. We don't know.
Oh my God, this cabal, Karl. What's your take?
Explain
on
this to me. What's going on, guys? What's the
cabal?
cabal?
Like you don't know, like you're not in it. Like
I'm
you're
not following
in it.
this
Whatever.
KB thing. What's going on?
You were there last week when we
Come
met.
on, I told you guys what's going on with Opie. You can't tell me what's going on with KB.
So Kevin claims there is a cabal, a secretive cabal that has formed that includes Frog. Help me out with the people. Ray DeVito for sure is in it, right?
Okay.
Yep. And
Okay.
Uncle Reek and Mommy.
Uncle Reek and Mommy.
So it's more of a think tank than it is a cabal.
So
Right.
far. So far.
And one of Brennan's super chatters, we're not sure which.
Wow.
And what are they doing? They're secretly working against Kevin or something?
Right.
Yeah, it's a cabal.
Trying
It's
to
a
stick
cabal.
it to him.
It's a stick it to him cabal. Their number one purpose and mission is to just to stick it to him.
Kevin doesn't have to make up enemies. He has actual enemies all over the place.
It's more of a study group than a cabal. Yeah, look at him.
It's a book club.
We should make a little group. We should do a little cabal. We should make.
We should.
Yeah, stick it to him cabal. We could ask Gary Gallman if he wants to join, and all those guys.
Oh, that's great.
Bob
Jimmy
Kelly.
Martinez. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Start a new show called Cabalin. You know what I mean? We do that.
Yeah, we'll workshop it.
All right, I'm not. Listen, I'm not all right. I'll
Try,
do
did you
it.
try? With the,
Yeah, go ahead.
did you try it with the Echo, Shuli? Try with the
I
Echo.
did.
Oh,
no,
you didn't like it?
No, I
We talked about that before the show.
I did.
You fool!
Silent Shape has become a YouTube member. Thank you, Silent Shape. Tier 2 in the building. Thank you. Is that the Kevin clip?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Give me
He
that
really is
stuff.
buttered, isn't he?
I don't care. Get over it.
It's been
What's
a
wrong
long
with
day.
you?
I've been slaving over a hot computer for 3 hours, and this is how you treat me.
Where is my steel toe clip? Do you have anything
Where?
steel toe for me?
Do I?
Sure.
I don't. Does Karl?
I didn't
Carl?
bring any
Yep.
steel toe today. No, I just brought the
God
Opie
damn
stuff.
it. God damn
Nice
it.
job, Shuli.
Me?
Yep.
Fuck off. I'll find us something. There's got to be something up here.
It's got to be something.
Oh, plug Hackamania while we're waiting.
Well, yes, there's hackamania.com. You can go there and purchase the stream. We're doing a live podcast this weekend, including This Little Piggy, which is going to have Nick Rekieta and Paul Shea involved. And there is going to be evidence. This is exciting. There is going to be evidence that Aaron did ingest Nick Rekieta's semen.
Woo!
There is evidence that happened, and we are going to display it at this. I haven't even seen it yet. We're going to see it this Friday, This Little Piggy. So go to hackamania.com in order to purchase that. And by the way, Who Are These Podcasts is going to be live in Boston, June 21st with The Dick Show. We're at the City Winery, downtown Boston. Go to WATPlive.com to purchase your tickets. VIP's already sold out. A lot of the seats are sold. It will sell out. So get on that quickly.
You guys are killing it, man.
Yeah. No, hold on. I have a question here
Shuli,
regarding.
why don't we go anywhere?
Shut up. I have a question regarding evidence. When you say evidence,
do you mean evidence?
Like what is there? Are we talking video?
It's not proof. It's evidence.
Right. Like remnants, if you will.
Right. There could be, I don't even know, but there could be communication about the incident happening between third parties. There could be a lot of different things that would point to this probably happened.
Interesting.
Wow.
I've had a private conversation with Nick Recato where he explained how this all went down. I know it happened, and I'm excited because Aaron keeps insisting that it did not, that he's not a cum eater. And I'm excited to see this evidence.
Now,
we're going to find out once and for all.
So, okay, you don't know Nick that well, and I don't know him either, and I'm not implying.
I've hung out with him a few times, but I don't know him that well, right?
You're not eating his cum or anything. But,
nope, I don't know him that well.
But what I want to, like, do you believe him that he's, or does he think this is evidence, or you don't know the evidence? You haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Patrick has told me, and Moody has seen it, and they said, we want you to, and I agree. They go, we want you guys to be surprised along with us. I'm very excited about this. This is going to be great.
Let me tell you something. So into it. Evidence?
Guys eat other guys' cum. Let's go.
Evidence of that?
I think we're all going to have to chip in over here at the Shuli Network and buy a live stream ticket.
Do you see KB where we're at? We're talking about guys eating other guys' cum, and you're sitting there trying to figure out if Gustav and Stevie Lou are having a feud. Who gives a fuck?
You're being silly while we're over here talking serious business.
Yes. This is important stuff.
We're gonna pop the cum ball. It's the cum ball.
Is the evidence an EMT who pumped his stomach?
It's very possible.
Just swallow gallons of cum.
All right, I found something. This is from this is my guy, my favorite steel toe guy to watch, as far as clips. So thorough, Joe Burrow.
Oh yeah, he does a great job.
He does a great job. He adds shit to it, and he can pick the right spots, man. So this is him missing the goal on the 28th.
Maybe I'm a narc. Maybe I'm a square. Maybe I'm a dork. Maybe I'm a nerd.
It's danger when he's bringing out the lightsaber.
Hey, welcome to the show. We're doing great. It's an awesome start. 305 is our number. Here's what I say. 200 by 8. So go ahead.
Hold on. I just want to point out, so he's gotten rid of his whiteboard that was behind him, and now he's got the sign that a listener made for him, so he feels compelled to use it. It's a terrible set. It just keeps getting worse and worse. But because of that, he can't have the leaderboard, the people giving him money on the whiteboard. So he has it scrolling on the bottom. And on Mondays, it's not great. I think number one is $5 to be number one on this leaderboard when you see it scroll.
I love that his show is turned into a NASCAR. It's just stickers and scrolls and merch, everything.
200 by 8. So go ahead. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. Oh, the other thing. Gifted memberships on YouTube. We are about 15 away from 500. And we
this I've never held my hands like this.
Oh yeah, it's
interesting.
Number 4 is someone who gave him $2. Like, wait for it to build up before you start even posting this.
Before you start claiming 200 by 9 o'clock, guys. Let's do it.
Someone was an old band that John used to be the front man for.
Look at Johnny's like, what the fuck is going on here?
I talked about it on Famous and Afraid.
We crossed 400 on Rumble. So if in May everyone on Rumble renews their memberships, or even a good portion of people renew their memberships, goals coming down in May. Goals coming down May 1st.
I'm sorry. Did he just say that he has 500 members on YouTube and 400 on Rumble?
I believe so.
I know he said 400 on Rumble.
That's
for sure.
insane. There's no way he has 400 members on Rumble.
I don't know.
How would you have almost as many as you have on YouTube, which is a much bigger platform by a factor of 100?
Rumble's growing. People are killing it on Rumble these days. Don't you know that?
Yeah.
Definitely not. I'm with you, Frog. I don't think that there's any reality to that at all. Also, this thing that where Aaron claims the goal is going to go down, he has done this over the last couple of years nonstop. When April left the show, he's like, "That's a $50,000 salary. I don't have to pay anymore." So we're going to bring down the goal. Never did.
That's great. I didn't know that.
Arts, depending on what the revenue is there, June 1st, we could see another drop. I'm thinking 200s. We've gone 3 weeks, no beg segments, so 290 away from today. Streamlabs PayPal.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So
brilliant editing.
He's actively saying we don't beg anymore, but he doesn't think reminding people every so often to donate isn't begging.
We're 290 away, and PayPal, Venmo, Rumble Rants, no begging.
I gotta see that again.
Another drop. I'm thinking 200s. We've gone 3 weeks, no beg segments, so 290 away from today. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. 285 away from today, boys and girls. Thank you very much for joining up with us today. We appreciate it. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Thank you for the great run here early on. Let's keep it going. 200 by 8 o'clock. We're $55 away from 230. It also puts us at 280 for today. Thank you very much. Streamlabs. PayPal.
Oh, that's funny. So notice what just happened there. That chat was $10. He was at 285. $10 comes in, and now he's at 280. So this is what Patrick Melton refers to as movie math.
Math.
Yeah, where he just changes how subtraction works. In order to get more money.
I just love watching Johnny like a dying flower just fade off. Clip goes longer.
That 280 for today. Thank you very much. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. 270 away from today. You guys are the best. 270 away from today. Keep it going. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chat.
No begging, guys, for 3 weeks.
That's and Rumble Rants. 270 is the number. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Let's break in the Venmo and PayPal, if you will. Thank you for the $2.
If you will, get it. Oh my God.
270 is our number today. Things keep.
This is like my favorite version of watching Steel Toe. It's just, the gold stuff. Like, I don't want to get too into, but evidence of cum eating, I will be there for that. I will be watching that.
Going up well over 700 here on the toe. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. Thank you very much. Streamlabs, PayPal.
Yeah, he plays a bouncing noise every time he moves in his chair.
So thorough Joe Burrow does. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Follow. Thank you very much. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. Where are we at?
Johnny Crutches looks like he's watching family get raped.
It's all I look at is Johnny. It's all I can't take my eyes off him during these videos.
265.
Like someone's being burned alive in front of him. And he's just got his head down.
Look at me.
Away from today after that little Coyote and Club rally. 265 away from today. Go ahead and throw in. Let's hit 200 by 8 o'clock, and let's get those likes cooking. If you can't throw in anything to the
likes cooking. What's cooking in the likes department? Here we go. We got some likes. We got some Venmo, Rumble Rants. We got PayPal. Come on, Johnny, say something.
I smell some likes cooking back there. What are you guys doing?
Mama used to like.
Yeah.
Perfect audience for the perfect show. Thanks very much for helping us knock this out.
So great.
Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. Hey guys, we are stalled out again. 265 away from today.
Stalled out. Stalled out. We're having a little engine trouble, guys. Engine one's down. We got 3 more.
Engine one's down. Engine one's on fire. We're spiraling out of control. Here we go, guys.
I love this.
Please do. We'd appreciate it. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, gifted memberships on YouTube. Let's see if we can't get that 265 down to 200 in the next 12 minutes. That would be
12 minutes. He's been doing this for an hour at 290, down to 265.
It's so funny because he's got these little milestone goals. So the goal for the show is 350,
right?
But then he wants to be down to $200 left to go by 8 a.m. And then he's got these other so he's like, as if anyone else is playing along at home. They're like, shit, we got to get to 200 by 8. Fuck.
All mini goals to get to the actual goal.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Love it. Didn't I say like $100 in 2 hours? We do that on a shitty day.
Yeah.
Well, it's shitting. We're no more weather talk. We're not going to do any more weather talk. We want.
You know what? That's what's fucking up the donation.
Yeah.
They're doing too much goddamn weather talk.
Or not enough.
Guys, to throw in money. We want to knock it out today. We want to get off to a good start. So, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. We'd appreciate it. Thank you. 265 away from today. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. We'll try harder. We'll try to do a better show.
This is my favorite.
Defeated.
This is my favorite. When the money doesn't come in, he automatically is like, well, it's our fault. We fucking blew it today. This is great.
But he knows, like, what Karl does with him and what Melton does with him. He knows that it helps him make money, right? Like he gets that.
Does it?
That's what I'm asking. Like, because John is the same way. John doesn't understand that because of the Dabbleverse, he was making more money than he would have been making doing his own podcast.
Honestly, Zed, I don't think he understands because he blocks everyone who hate watches him. So if you watch his show now on YouTube, there is no chat going on at all. There's nothing. There's no action at all. He's blocked everyone. So he's not looking for that. And he just wants to be adored and have people throwing money at him.
Oh, this is the problem with these guys. They just gotta lean into it, man. It doesn't matter how you make the money, just fucking make the money.
He's been talking lately. He's been boasting about how he's the best at this, and he's got more viewers than everyone else. Even though all you have to do is just look at the numbers on YouTube, and you can see that Nobody Likes Onions does 5 times as many views, if not more so, than any of his shows. He's just like, I got more audience than Patrick Melton does. But here's another big reveal that we're going to find out this weekend of Hackamania. Is you ask the question, does he believe this horse shit? Is he buying this? We are going to find out. He knows he's full of shit.
Ooh,
so that's exciting.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as dumb like John or Kevin.
He's delusional, but in a different way.
Right. Yeah, he's leaning into that rather than the joke. Delusion, that is. That, if you will.
We'll try to put in better performance.
But then he'll eat a stick of Velveeta. Do you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Where's the line of good?
He ate dog treats on his show not too long ago.
Well, and also,
no.
If I'm Johnny, I turn my chair to him and I go, what the fuck did I do? Why am I lumped in with this shit day today and the shit show? It's mornings, Aaron. You got to make up your mind. Do you want people to listen and just hang out? Then do a morning show. But if you're looking to get donations and money, the mornings aren't great for that. People are busy. People are at work. People are casually listening. They're not even probably watching.
He's another guy like Opie who's still auditioning for radio. So he just wants to prove that he can get up every day at 6 a.m. and do a show.
Yeah.
There's no reason to do this.
Thank you. 265 away from today. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. We'll try harder. We'll try to do a better show. We'll try to put in better performances, and hopefully.
We'll try to put in better performances. Johnny, that was for you. That was for you. Apparently you mailed it in that day.
As you know, we like to end every show with an apology. So here we go.
Guys, I'm sorry. We're not watching The View enough, or we're watching The View too much. You got to let me know why you're not giving me $5, please.
Tell me how to run my show, please.
Yeah, yes.
He's like a samurai. He's going to come out there with a sword, get ready to take himself out.
Yeah.
Disgracing the audience.
Committing a little Harry Carry today.
Hopefully, you feel like throwing a couple of bucks our way. We are now 260 away from today's goal. We are behind, but you guys are a good, generous, solid, great audience, and you guys always pick it up for us. Just letting you know that we're 260 away and a little bit behind on paper. But go ahead and
on paper and in reality,
throw us a couple of bucks, and we'll knock this thing out. All right, 260 away from today. Oh no, I'm sorry, 255. I'm a stupid lying asshole. A little low on the PayPal Venmo side. Go ahead and load that up. We'll call it a win for the show.
Wow.
This guy has more ways to say "give me money" than anyone I've ever seen in my life. It's like Eskimos with words for snow.
Yeah,
it's impressive how he does it.
Go on and load that up. All right, guys, let's have some fun. Guys, how about a game of catch? You throw it, I'll catch it.
He says things like, let's christen the Venmo. We haven't got any Venmo donations yet. Let's christen that today.
We're going to pass that hat around, guys.
Yeah.
He said that too. Yep. Collection plate. He's throwing out all the terms.
Come on, guys. Give what you can. Take what you need. It's the toe. Let's do it, guys.
There's no more begging on this program. No more 5-minute segments.
No less either.
Maybe I'm chippy because it's 255 and I'm staring in the face of failure again, and I don't want to be me anymore.
Johnny Crutches.
Throw us a couple of bucks. What do you say? 255 around 250 away from today's
Resorted to
goal.
drug use.
We got a little over 2 hours.
I'm waiting for Johnny to just, you see a belt in his teeth and he's just tightening it.
Left in the show today. Support us financially. That's how we stay on the air. 250 is the number for today. Help out if you can. You always get there. So the day we don't,
oh my
I'm
God,
gonna go,
what is that move? The 2 fingers and the neck thing. That's a weird one.
That's a real nervous
you
twitch
always
right
get
there.
Yeah.
So the day
This is what he has to go through every day, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
Day.
Well, twice a day because he does an evening show too where he begs for money.
Wow.
So this guy's living a very stressful existence.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is what keeps us on the air. This is what keeps you on the air. Johnny will do his own thing. He doesn't, don't lump me into this shit, man.
I'm gonna be extra depressed. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. There's the links in the chat. Go ahead and chip in. Let's knock that 245 down. Doesn't take much. Doesn't take much. A few of you get in there, start knocking it down.
It feels good to give, guys. It really
Yeah. Just a couple of you. You can take this thing down all on your own.
That part of the show, I don't like that part of the show, but get us past that part of the show, and things will go better. And then we'll go back into the chat. And we'll talk to
the
you
audience's fault, right? That your show sucks. Okay, got it.
Not only that, but if you pay me, then we'll be nice to you guys. We'll talk to you guys in the chat. We'll yuck it up with you. All you got to do is give us $260.
Bit hopeful. 25 away from
guys. I want to give you guys a show. I really do, but we got to get over this one little hump. As soon as you give me the money that I need, we'll start the show.
Right.
Come on, let's go.
Speaking of little humps, hey,
Yeah.
say hello to my co-host.
Blackmail over here, this show.
I ain't gonna argue. We need the money to get to today's goal. 225 is the number. If you feel like chipping in, hey, that 20 from Gray Duckling. Now everybody, that's the perfect time. How are we 225 away?
George, you got it. We're never gonna make the goal, George.
225.
Fucking impossible. You fucking dicks making us work too hard. 220 away from today's goal. Every time we knock that goal down by another 5, I think here we go. Here comes the rally, as it were. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, etc. 220 is our number. Now we got Kitten Cox gifting 5 memberships.
What?
Yes,
This is a
yes,
crazy way
Kitten
to
Cox.
make it.
Let's go. We got this. Come on.
Everybody, be like
Everyone, let's go. Don't wait for someone else. You start it. Let's get a rally going.
It's like a guy trying to start a wave at a stadium and nobody wants.
No one cares. The team's down by 3 goals. They're just like, yeah, we're not into it, man.
Like, sit down, douchebag.
It's the slow clap at the end of the sports event that never happens.
All I know, boys and girls, is that we're 190 away, and all of a sudden now we got a shot again. Thank you very much, Streamlabs.
We're back.
Venmo,
We're back. We're under 200.
We're in it.
You telling me there's a chance?
Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. Did you see this video of the Chinese guy? 185.
What a great setup. Is he talking about Opie?
We do $80. We're back on track. Holy
Come
shit. Look at this
on.
audience. They're beautiful. I said it earlier today. We'll get there somehow. We'll get there somehow. Guys, rally up and get us just about there. A 150 away from today. We got an hour left. All right, guys, 150 away from today. Let's finish it up. All right, guys. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. It's 150.
What is Johnny side-eyeing over there? He's giving the dirtiest looks to whatever's over there.
Have you guys seen the South Park episode with the homeless people coming to town?
I have not.
And there's just no satiating them. So, like, Kyle gives him a $20 bill, and he's like, "Here, man, here's $20." And the homeless guy looks at it and he goes, "All right, you got any more money?" Like it's never like it doesn't achieve
enough.
anything. So you give this guy $20. He goes, "Oh, there's $20, and we still need $120." And then in the evening show, guys, we need $250. Who's giving us money? Who's getting that the next morning? Who's giving us money? We $250. It's like, to what end?
Never ends.
It never ends.
Away from today. We got 20 minutes until the end of regulation. We got about 50 minutes left in the show. 20 minutes until the end of regulation. Let's have those big drops in. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats.
This is it.
145 away from today. Go ahead and chip in. I'm very positive about today. Let's rally it up. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats. Let's get this to 0. We can get this today. It's another Monday. It's another struggle, but we've kind of become used to it now.
Like on the whole, I feel like most children, you can teach the benefits and the advantages of following the rules and the consequences of breaking them without like resorting to physical violence. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to.
Well, hey, throw in money with your opinions. That would be good.
Brilliant segue. The chemistry.
You know what it is? You know what's so annoying about it is that it's that telemarketer script that he's not even trying to make it sound like anything except just give us money, give us money. Yeah, it's
He thinks because he's not saying please or on his knees with his hands out that he's not begging.
This is completely begging for money.
Yes.
That's all this is.
Guys,
and it would do better if he was actually begging. People would go, all right, I guess he needs some money.
This is an infomercial for PayPal, Venmo, Rumble Rants, and Super Chats, all that shit.
145 away. If you've got some generosity in your bones today, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, Venmo, all that shit. Let's rally it now because we are a long ways behind. Now, remember, you get the overtime anyway.
Johnny's straight asleep. I refuse to anyone tell me any different.
So this is the interesting part. This is why Aaron thinks he's not begging anymore, because it used to be if I hit the goal after 4 hours, I'll do another 30 minutes of the show.
Right.
And now, and also if you get within $50, you get another 30 minutes, but it's on credit. You still have to get the other $50. Now he's going to give you 4.5 hours no matter what. Ooh. So that's why he's saying, guys, I'm not even begging anymore. I give you 4.5 hours no matter what. So it's like there's no incentive for anyone to give him money.
Has he ever tried it the other way? Like if we hit the goal, I'll leave.
Yeah, you should try that.
Yeah, like I'll end the show in an hour. If
I'll do 30 minutes. 30 minutes, and I'll be out of here.
That's it. You hate me? Let's see how much. $300 in an hour. Let's do it.
Because we're not begging anymore. We're just going to ask you to chip into the show and get us.
Yeah, Johnny's napping. He's not begging. You are begging. Stop trying to pull him in with you.
Did he get he's doing his mantra. Did he get accused of begging to the point where he has to bring it up now?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. So we all clown him so much for begging all the time. And the begging monster is a character on our super tip system. Blind Mike came up with the begging monster. So now he's just like, guys, there's no begging going on. I'm just asking over and over again for money. Yeah. That's what we mean.
It's what we need to stay on the air. And if we do, we do. I'm not going to say what you need to do with teenagers. I don't have teenagers.
Yeah.
So I don't, I'm not sure.
I'm so glad I'm only queuing up for one of those shit shows. You got 3 in the pipe.
Look, they're good kids so far. So,
right.
It's as if he has nothing to do with it. Because we'll see how they end up.
Yep.
Karl, does this revelation
have anything to do with that? But what's that, Mike?
Does this revelation have anything to do with Steel Toe getting 3 in the pipe?
We'll find out. Hackamania.com. Promo code WATP.
Why is he get shit? Is he getting shit for not being a good dad?
Well, he only has his kids every other weekend.
Right.
And when he does have his kids, he goes down in the basement and does a members only show on Sundays when they're upstairs playing.
The kids are like, "Can we come down?" I go, "Sorry, guys, you're not members. Sorry."
Members only.
You should do like the Tina Yothers angle and bring them on the show and be like, for just $20, guys,
Right.
these kids can feed. I'll feed these kids, get them some clothes. Rumble Rants, Venmo.
Love it.
They always are until they become. I was a good kid. And I became a teenager.
I'm against it. Look, I'm against the physical punishment, but I'm not here to say that I know better or I know best. It's 10 o'clock, and we're 1:45 away.
Ouch.
Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. It's
Aaron, just tell us how to pay you. That's the problem. I want to pay you. You'll never explain to us how to give you money. Fuck.
This is the end. Should be playing by the Doors right now at the end of these things.
He walked down the hall.
Johnny Crutches, I want to kill you.
It's looking like a hard road for Monday, man. It's going to be one of our worst Monday losses in a while, but sometimes you guys come up big at the last minute. Oh, God. You guys, all right.
Does he do this a lot?
Oh, yeah. It's amazing how all of a sudden someone comes in with a Venmo that no one can see to make up for it at the end of the show. It's amazing.
I love it.
This is like Chad Zumock getting donations when he was on with Stuttering John.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow. They fake.
Wait, hold on.
Look, people are going to say fake.
Well, now they will.
No way.
It just always happens with this show.
He's showing Johnny the private message that goes, "Pretend this is a chat for $100."
Johnny, just say no way.
Help it. Hold on. I'm putting a new person in first place. Orange Boy.
Never heard that name before.
Well
Shout
done,
out.
So Thorough Joe Burrow.
Shout out to So Thorough Joe Burrow. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Doing it his way. Respect that. Like it. All right. So, yeah, there's our steel toe. There's everything else. Let me do a few of these super chats and we'll be on our way. Suck my cabals, says Big Daddy Dodo. You got it.
It's a good name for the show.
Yeah.
I think Karl gave me whatever the fuck he's got.
Sorry, buddy.
The pregnant queen of the cabal gifting us a dollar super sticker. Thank you, queen. Yes, queen. Just got some tickets to the show, Karl. Shuli, when are you boys coming to Boston? We're going to crash Karl's show. We'll be
Sounds
there.
good.
Yeah.
Kick you right the fuck out of there. I got security. Give them the heads up.
Yeah, right. Oh, Ray, what do you want me to do with this goat's blood? Hooded robes, pentagram amulets, and what is that? Baphomet?
That's right.
Masks?
Like you don't know.
Shit. Wrong show. There is no cabal. I know. I was trying to play it. Diablo sandwich. What's this wee stuff, white man?
Yeah, poor Johnny.
I know. Johnny actually thinks he's his friend. He would gladly sacrifice him for money. Is the evidence a pic of Aaron with a cum stash? Got cum? That would be great.
Now I got a Photoshop thing to do later tonight. Thank you for that idea.
I mean, if that existed, I don't care what you're waiting for. That's getting
Right.
leaked. That's getting leaked. It ain't making it to no fucking anything. Another win for the toe.
Oh, look at
says
that
Big
screenshot. Put that back up again. He's another one. You can just drop the needle anywhere on this guy's face.
Yes. Menser Bob, where did I put that from?
Oh, no.
No.
Naturally negative. What's up, my skibbity rizzlers? If one of the co-hosts can't be asked to watch the show, why do either of them think it's something worth watching?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You talk about this format?
Talking about Mike not paying attention the whole show.
Oh,
Sorry, did you say something? What?
come on, people. My feet will be swinging from the rafters if we don't make the goal. Love it. Thank you.
I'm standing on this rickety stool right now, guys. Come on, let's go.
Don't get to watch live. Love all the shows. Pat, thank you. Good to see you as always. And thank you to everybody, man. 1,100 strong still in here.
Beautiful.
Hit like on your way out if you don't mind. And Karl, go ahead and plug away some Hackamania stuff.
Yeah, Hackamania is this weekend. Hackamania.com. You can purchase the stream. I think it's $30. Use
I'm
promo
getting
code. Use promo code WATP, and you'll be able to watch all the shows, which include This Little Piggy, the show that I co-host about Aaron Imholt, the guy that we were just watching. I'll be doing the Creep Off with Vinny Paulino on Saturday. Who Are These Podcasts with Adam Bush is going to be there. Trucker Andy, Jenny Jingles, producer Chris. The whole crew is coming to Vegas. Lucy Tightbox will all be there. So that's happening. And then you also have Tookie Soup. And thank goodness we figured out a way to get Dr. Steve there. The final ever episode of Weird Medicine is happening at Hackamania in Las Vegas this weekend. The great Dr. Steve. I know he's got tons of stuff planned for it, and he's already produced a ton of videos and things. So that's going to be worth checking out. Hackamania.com.
Love it. Love it. Boys, you guys, good news. We're off tonight. Everybody enjoy yourselves. Have a great evening. A shout out to the boys in the back. And we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you to everybody who gifted. Thank you to everybody who donated, hung out, made us laugh. You guys are awesome. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.